What's up, people?
Yeah!
Happy Sunday, people. Yeah, I love Sundays, but and Sunday nights I look forward to doing this. But then it hits you right after this, like, oh fuck, I gotta go to
Because it's
work
Monday work, right?
tomorrow. This work thing really blows. Oh man, it sucks. It sucks. It sucks. It sucks. No other word to say, but suck. It sucks.
Oh, it's depressing. Hey, but
All,
at least the weather got better here, Pat.
yeah, at least it stopped raining by you. I had a nice. It was overcast here all day. Did a lot of yard work. Did some cleanup around the pool. There will be pee breaks because I've been drinking since about 5 o'clock, working in the yard because I still had some beer left in the cooler. There was still some ice in there, and I'm like, yeah, had to do it.
This is
Uh,
fun. I'm glad, Pat, you threw this topic up there, though, this one today. This is, yeah, when Pat, we bring up these topics, this is like an open book. Anybody can interpret a badass moment anyways. My brother was asking me about it when I told him what we were talking about. I'm like, we just interpret it how we just want to interpret it, right, Pat? It's an open book. It's not.
it doesn't necessarily have to be. It's a badass moment to you. This is all
Yes.
subjective. That's why anything we talk about on here, it's subjective. If you like something that we don't like, cool. That's cool. This is a safe space. I'm not going to sit there and start screaming. Oh, how do you like Resurrection over or something? It's like, well, hey, man, if you like it, more power to you. I don't have a problem with it. But this was and shout out to our great people in our chat because 99% of the time, every time you guys give us ideas, I write them down. This came from
Yeah.
somebody, and I don't remember who the hell it was. And I said, this would be fun to do. Let's do 10 Now it's a little misleading. The title card below. It's the Halloween franchise. I should have put franchise after this, so it doesn't necessarily have to be 10 moments from H1. If you want to pick 10 from H1, that's entirely up to you. But it could be from the whole franchise.
Pat's got that detention notepad next to him when he's come up. I'm putting it on the list. I got it there.
I got my notebook is getting. This is what's a 3 subject or 4 subject? I'm gonna have to get a new one soon because I write so much shit down because I'm old. I forget things.
Dude, I'm like maybe 2/3 of the way out of this notebook. I got this one way back when.
That's awesome. It's awesome. But let's say hello to everybody in the chat who's here joining us tonight. Oh,
Yeah.
there's our channel members, our moderator, and one of our good friends, Lurch. Can't meet a more awesome guy. DT Entertainment, Jeff Tyler Smith. What's up, man? It's good to see you in here. Hang out tonight.
We're friends on social media. I've been paying attention when you're posting stuff. Good to see you on here, man.
Cool. James is here. What's up, James?
James.
Our good buddy Matt Russell's in the house. You're a good podcast, Karen. I hate to lose you, but you've got to learn to be on time. Nice.
Matt, you got those H2 things going today. He's got those vibes.
Exactly.
I would assume he knows H2 very well, especially when he directs a trailer for the game. Right?
Just a little bit. Yeah, just a little bit. And another channel member, one of our good friends and big supporters, Ryan, worked 12-hour days since Monday after the main reactor went down here in Chevron. Might pass out at any moment. Well, hope you can stay, but hey, man, I know, man, when you've been working crazy hours, you just get tired. That's what I've been doing too. Like, believe me, if I'm not doing a podcast at night, by like 9 o'clock, I sit in the chair upstairs, and the wife's like, "All you do is fall asleep." I'm like, when you get up at like 4 o'clock in the morning, at 9 o'clock at night, you're tired, especially when you're my age. I'm old. I'm getting a little far. Hey, Gene's awesome. What's up, Gene?
Hey, Gene. Ryan posted that picture of the electric the electric meter where it says bend over.
I saw it.
I'm sure some people are like, you never seen that before, but like, I'd never seen it before. I thought it was pretty funny.
Awesome. James has one more Heineken left to drink. Well, nurse it. That's all. Just take some slow steps. That's the last one. I still got a bunch of stuff left in the cooler outside.
James, you ever had Heineken Silver? I really liked Heineken Silver. Like, they made all the other off Heineken's. Heineken's got a great non-alcoholic beer too.
They actually do. There was that what's the O'Doul's, the dark one, the amber one, the lager is actually not bad. I have my friend who has since passed away. That's all he used to drink. So I drink that with him every once in a while. That was actually not bad. And the Heineken one is really good too. If you want to have you don't have to partake. We just tend to.
Well, it was perfect. I took the kids to an MLS Chicago Fire game, and Heineken was giving them away because it was like a new thing last summer. I'm like, oh, this is perfect. Can't really enjoy myself at the game. I got the 2 kids, so it's just like, this is a great thing. I'll drink these.
Yeah, I do that. If I'm out and about somewhere, when I have a beer and I got to drive, like, do you have old Duels, the Amber? And they do. I'll have it. Just, just drink beer. We're like beer people. We like to taste the beer. It's not just about. That's the plus if you want to get a good buzz on. But we just like good.
Yeah,
Beer.
I think you're kind of like me, Pat. Like, yeah, if you have beer for a long period of time, you do like a change up. So that we change up to whether it's having like a whiskey and diet or something like that, or
Yeah, and who else is in the chat here? Hey, Eric M, another channel member. Howdy, Eric M. And I did get your
Eric.
information, so I will be sending you something out. Eric got the trivia when we did
Okay,
our
so
Memorial
you
Day free
figured
for all.
you've got that figured out. Okay, you don't. Okay,
Yep. So I'm
you
going to
need
send him
something from me,
something
let
in
me
the
know.
mail. I'll throw you some podcast cards and some stickers in there, and spread the. I think you're in New England area. I don't want to say where you're from, in case you don't want people to know it. But you're in the New England area, so spread the word. And there's another channel member and good friend, Colin Murdy. Hey, everyone,
Colin,
hope
what's
you're
up,
all
bud?
out there joining tonight while watching some classic Hammer horror in the background. Scars of Dracula. Don't fall asleep this time. He sent the message because remember we were doing a watch along and he disappeared, and it's not like Colin that disappeared. He said he fell asleep.
Yeah,
Like,
that's
Colin fell
funny.
asleep. Usually you watch like 3 more movies when we're done.
That's what happens with Matt Arts. Whenever we were joining on those things on Monday, I'd talk for like 20 minutes and then people would be like, "Where'd you go?" I'm like, "I just fell asleep watching."
I'm the same way. Yeah, like sometimes people are like, "Oh, Matt gave you a shout out like an hour," and I'm like, "Oh, I was passed
Like,
out by
what?
that point." So I'll usually watch it the next day on the way to work. And Byron, what's up? Another good friend, Byron. And
Hey, Byron,
I
how you
got
doing?
you. Byron hit me up on Instagram yesterday for a chat, and I apologize. I had a wheelbarrow in hand with stone. I was doing yard work all day, so I had no chance to answer it. And then as soon as I was done, I was shot. Brett can attest to that. I actually showered, relaxed a little bit, then Freddie hit me up late last night after I
Yeah,
relaxed.
our Cubs were playing into midnight. So I'm like, Pat, what's going on? You around?
Oh, Matt, are you a big Archie Bunker fan? We have to talk a little bit about that. You can't buy beer; you can only rent it.
Oh God.
Dos Equis Amber. Dos Equis is good.
You know what, Jeff? That's actually I like that better than regular Dos Equis. Actually, the Amber's good. Didn't you tell
Oh,
me you like Amstel Light? You drank that at one time, right?
I like Amstel Light. Amstel Light. If I want a light beer, if I want a light beer and if there's a party, I'll tend to buy Miller Lite because it's cheap and
Yeah,
it's easy. But yeah, Amstel Light's it's a good light beer. I like it.
good stuff.
Oh, and your brother's
Else
in
we
the
got?
chat.
Hey, there's the brother.
There he is. He's in the chat, and we were just discussing our Married with Children that we're gonna try to do it this week if you can do it, Mark. One night this week.
Yeah, we were talking so Pat could edit some stuff in it, Mark. Him and I didn't get to really talk because by the time I got to the dance recital that he was at too, the show was already starting, so it's hard to talk. But yeah, you were talking about we should just record it so you can edit stuff into it, which is a good idea.
I could do like the certain scenes, episodes, seasons. I'll fancy schmancy it up. So maybe we'll do it. The only night I'm no good, like I said this week, I'm not good Tuesday because that's when we're doing our watch along, and Friday my daughter's graduating high school. So any other night, I'm good.
And yeah, he's getting ready to go to Wisconsin too, so we'll have to. Yeah,
Wisconsin.
Oh yes, that's sorry. I got my ass kicked in Wisconsin.
Lurch is drinking some Heaven Hills bourbon. Look at that. Still can't find Eagle Rare here.
Lurch,
And Mark's good. He's up for it. Okay, yeah, let's do it. Why don't we aim for like Wednesday night? Wednesday sounds like a good night to do it.
Yeah, him and I'll talk. We'll get that. Let's get that finalized no matter what tomorrow. Let's put that to bed tomorrow, by tomorrow for sure.
Yeah, let's do that. And yeah, thanks, James. Yeah, she's off to college in the fall. Well, actually, August, end of August, she'll be off to Salisbury University. Shout out to anybody in the Maryland area. Good luck. My daughter will be invading the Maryland area.
Yeah, see, that's why we go to the movies. See, Matt was just saying Tuesday's a discount movie night. That's why we like to go a lot on Tuesdays too, because it's discounted. It's probably discounted everywhere, right? That's probably like a national thing at most theater chains now.
Tuesdays tends to be the dead night. Like most bars around here are usually closed on Tuesday nights, and you would think Monday more so, but I guess Tuesday is the more dead one. Not going to Haddonfield University. Oh God, how cool would that be, right?
Oh.
If there actually was one, there was one. But yeah, so let's get into this. Anybody joining us tonight that's just here specifically because it's a Halloween episode, and we usually get our Halloween fans just like us. But I don't have usually for those collectors out there, we usually show new items in our collection. And here I am again with nothing new. I have some stuff on order, but nothing's come in. So I have 0.0 new items.
And I'm going to tell you, Pat, speaking of Halloween in the series, I've just, like, we've been pushing Bill, the Everskate, if he's in here, needs to go to the 50th anniversary. I'm going to do whatever I can to get my brother to go to the 50th. We need to get the full crew, everybody.
We're gonna have to go do a GoFundMe for Mark and the Everskate to get out there.
Yes,
I'll contribute. You guys got to. You guys don't know how much fun we had. I mean, I say it all the time, man. It was like the time of my life. It was so much fun.
Well, I think it's like, yeah, you're going to see stuff you've never seen there before too, and it's going to probably be the last, like, really kind of official one for at least the original movie.
You know, it's you're there for the Halloween convention, which was fun, but like the convention was this much of it. It was everything else around it, like hanging out with you guys, us going on the H45 tour and doing all the different sites, and us going to dinner and having drinks and staying up late and making jackasses of ourselves. It was the best. That was like the best part of it. I mean, of course, the convention didn't suck. It was fun, but there was so much other stuff around it that just made it that much better. So I'm hoping H50 is even better.
You know, I forgot. See, Matt, did you go to Salt Lake City? Have you gone to the 4, 5, and 6 locations? I thought Matt said he might have, right, Pat? See, that's like another trip we had been talking about too. But
yeah, we also talked about doing our own trip to Salt Lake City and hitting those sites. Yeah, that might be something for, like, I'm thinking maybe spring of next year would be good, because I got so much shit going on, including going out to For the Love of Horror and Ireland for my anniversary this year. So I can't do any of that shit. But we should in the spring of next year probably. We should do it.
Yes, Matt Russell. Yes. Well, I play it by ear, obviously, with the family stuff since they're young. So
Byron says he wishes he went to the high school the camera Elon went to. I don't know, man. When you got bullies that are on the marching band, that's the kind of school I want to go to.
Yeah, that wasn't like a believable thing.
Firework Part 2. Can't argue that one. That wasn't on my list, but that's a good one. There's so many, and like I said, it's totally subjective. I just jotted down ones that popped in my head. Lurch is giving us number 3 right now. Tom Atkins stash. Nice. Gotta have that porn stash. The mean kid Lonnie Elam and the original running into Myers after school if his buddy destroys Tommy Doyle's below. That's another one, man. That was a shock too. It scared the shit out of you. Oh yeah, I know. We know that's not about the money. It's just hard. Sometimes people can't get there. This is the first H45 was the first one I went to, and really, I mean, not necessarily a money issue. It was just a timing issue, because you could never. Every time it came around with the kids being younger and stupid shit just coming up, I just could never get out there.
Well, Byron, I think Byron's probably asking if it's Days of the Dead, Byron. I will be there, so we can say hello.
Yeah, I was going to shoot. I'm definitely not going. Yeah, but I know Brady is. That's his hometown. I didn't see the last voyage of the Demeter. Have you seen it yet, Brett?
Wait, which one?
The last voyage of the Demeter. I know people are said good things about it, but I haven't yet to see it.
I haven't seen it. I'm curious. Well, if my brother's around, Mark, did you see that? I don't know if you saw it. I didn't get to see it. I've heard more good things than bad things, right? I think if I remember right.
I've heard more. Exactly. I didn't hear anything bad about it. I heard mostly good things.
I'm glad Lurch really liked In a Violent Nature, so that's Tuesday night.
Firefighter scene, that was a good one.
Or are we just throwing them out there? I didn't know if that's what we were doing. My bad.
Hey, what's up, John? No, we'll start. I'm just reading what's in the chat. I take the train to Salt Lake City and make a fit. Yeah, it'd probably be just us. I don't think my wife's gonna have any idea. I mean, she might want to go to, like, the Mormon Tabernacle Choir or something like that. But I'm sure there's shit to see in Salt Lake City. But I just always think of Fletch when he goes out to Utah. Remember? And he gets attacked by the dog. He's like, "Here's the dog." He's the Mormon Tabernacle Choir.
I'm just afraid to go there with any Chicago apparel since the Bulls beat them like twice that into the Jordan era. I don't know if we'll like that.
Horrorhound Weekend in September. So that's that might be one that I might try to sneak.
Yeah, Jeff, we were talking about that with Bill because Bill, remember we were off air when you and I were talking to Lurch and Bill the other night. Last Saturday.
The Massacre in age 6. That's another good one. Yeah. So we'll go right down the list. We'll start everybody's throwing them out there. There's a trailer for the movie
Byron's
Maxine.
got like a few of my top 10s already.
Yeah, Maxine is one of the ones I'm really looking forward to.
Oh yeah. When is Maxine? What's the date? Is that July or August, right?
It's I thought it was September. I could be wrong. Who would you hook Byron up with from the Halloween franchise? Don't matter what the timeline is. Who would you hook up? Well, it depends on who you want to get hooked up with.
What are the features? What do you like?
Yeah, exactly. What do you like? There's skinny ones, there's buoyant ones, there's so many different ways to approach that.
Ooh, July 5th, Mark? Oh, Colin. Look at the battle of the 50-year-olds throwing out the dates. I know, that's not funny, guys. I'm sorry.
It's in July. Why did I think it was September? Wow, July. That's cool. That's right around the corner. It's just a little over a month away.
And Beverly Hills Cops 2 days before, but that's on Netflix. July 3rd.
So that's on Netflix, right? So I can watch that because I don't have to subscribe to anything different other than Netflix.
Yeah, there's some real good stuff coming up right now. You know, I'm looking forward. Well, the brother and I were talking. We like the Bad Boys movies, except for the second one, but the first Bad Boys movie and the third one were really good.
Skinny and tough and a little crazy. You might like Harley from Rob Zombie's Halloween 2. She was skinny, tough, and she was fucking crazy.
Wouldn't you put what's her name? Linda from Rob Zombies. What was the actress's name?
Christina Klebe?
Klebe, yeah.
I want her, man. What a body. What a body. Full frontal, too. God bless her.
Oh, God, yeah.
But yeah, let's do this. Let's do some. We'll go down. I have from, I mean, doesn't necessarily have to be what's the best one, but I do have from 10 to 1. We'll throw them out there. You guys keep throwing them in the chat. We'll do some 10 badass moments in Halloween. So for those that are just joining us tonight, do us a favor, hit that like button. Let's get these likes up. And that's how people will find our us crazy wackos out here, our family of wackos.
Well, you're ready. Let's go. Let's go number 10 for you, Pat. What do you got, bud?
Hold on a second, Rob. So Byron's torn between Laurie Strode from H2 or Allison from Ends. Two good choices. I love me some Scout. I mean, Allison is pretty as hell, but man, do I love Scout. Although I found her very annoying in H2.
Laurie Strode, present day Scout. How about that?
Yes. Yeah. She's one of those few exceptions that got hotter and gets hotter as she gets older. And the Rob Zombie H2 version of Laurie Strode, all she did was yell and scream through the film. She kind of gave me a headache in that movie.
What'd you think of it? My wife really thought her wedding dress was really nice. Like, it was so random. She was like, "Oh, she looks really, really good." I'm like, "She looked really good without the wedding dress, without the stuff on."
I want to see her without the wedding dress. That's all.
Well, period. Yeah.
Well, do some research on the internet, and you can find that. But you didn't hear that from me. Oh yeah, I did see this, James. Thanks for bringing it up because I forgot about it. Eric Anderson, who played Rob from Friday the 13th, Part 4, died of cancer. They're killing me. He's killing me.
Did he just die recently?
Yeah, I think it was either yesterday or today he died of cancer.
Oh God, that guy with the dark hair.
He's killing me. So rest in peace. That sucks. He couldn't have been that old. I mean, you figure I'm 52. He was probably maybe in his early 60s, I would think, judging from the time frame of the film. So that's too early. Look at James. That's a deep cut. Michael killing the hillbillies in the truck. I'm assuming Rob Zombie's H2.
It fell off of mine. It's a honorable mention because you're talking about Floyd and the Benny family.
I'm sorry, hillbillies in the truck. That's right, with Earl and all them. That's right, Earl and company in H4.
You know what? Oh, speak of that. Okay, before we go through ours, Pat, I don't know about you, but what movie did you have the most amount of? Mine, shockingly, was 4. I had the most amount from 4.
Oh, me easily H1. Easily H1.
Really? Oh, okay.
I had to scale it back, otherwise it was going to be all H1.
I really thought I'd have more Rob Zombie ones in there, but I think Rob Zombie stuff's just overdoing it most of the time. I think most of us would think.
So he was 67, man. That's still too young. That's a shame.
Yeah.
She's got no tits, but damn, she's fucking fine. Well, yeah, Scout is not very she's not very top heavy, but man, does she make up for it in every other way.
You know what though? I think she's I don't know. I don't know if she had any work done, but looks like, I don't know. Okay.
Oh, that's right, John. I forgot you're older than me. That's a beautiful thing. I saw the original Halloween as the opener to The Fog in 1980 at a local drive-in. I got in for free and got free popcorn and a root beer because my buddy's mom worked at the drive-in. That is friggin' awesome. Imagine that.
That's
Seeing,
awesome.
getting it for
That's pretty
free,
good.
getting free drinks and food, and seeing Halloween open for The Fog, dude. That is like a dream come true.
That's pretty good.
That is friggin' awesome.
I actually would like to see. So we saw I think it was, I don't know if it was original print. We saw it at Flashback Weekend on the big inner tube screen out in the parking lot, the original Fog. It'd be nice to see like an original, they find a good quality original print, see that on the big screen. That'd be cool.
Yeah, I love, especially drive-in theaters. Like I said, there's one in Warwick, New York, which is about 45 minutes from me, but they just show new stuff. They never do anything retro. But that Mahoning drive-in theater in Lehighton, which is about an hour and 10 minutes from me, that's the one
They did the Dawn of the Dead thing, right?
That's and they always do conventions there. That's where I met Sandy Johnson and Tom Savini. They always do stuff there. They show a lot of stuff like that, and I could kick myself for not going. I should have went. Well, let's see. Let's get into this. So people throwing them in there. I want to make sure we get them. First, False Fire in Halloween 3 with Garn Stevens' character. Yeah, with the misfire. It was a misfire. Yeah, that's a good one. So what did I have for my number 10? For me, it was cool for me because it was like, boom, he's back. My number 10 was when Michael sits up in Jamie's bedroom in H4. Because that was like when you knew he was back. So I remember in 87 going to see it, and like, I mean, I couldn't have been more excited that Michael Myers was coming back. And then when he sat up, albeit I'm not a big fan of the mask, that was a cool moment when I saw him sit up. I'm like, fuck, he's back. He's back.
Why does Ronald McDonald look like Michael Myers? That's what you were thinking, I know.
Yeah, exactly. Ronald McDonald's mask. Yeah.
And by the way, it was 88. I'm just going to be a dickhead and correct you, Pat.
88, my bad. Hey, Halloween world is like the Kiss world, man. When you're off by a year or something, man, dude, they will crucify you. Yeah, 88, my bad.
I shouldn't be doing that to you, Pat. I'm sorry.
No. You know what it is? I tell people, like, if you're off by one thing, I think, what did I say in one of the things? And when you get in the moment, and I watch tons of podcasts where somebody's off by something, and I'm like, I'm not going to correct them because I do this. So I understand sometimes you're off by something. And you're in the moment, and for those that don't do a podcast, sometimes you go completely blank. But I'll be watching a podcast of people that I watch, and I remember everything that they're not remembering. You know what I mean? Like you're like, it's this, remember? And you just seem to forget. Plus, I'm brain dead anyway.
You know, I'm just going to challenge you here on something. I don't know if you put this on there. You just don't have to tell me what number. Did you put on your list Michael Slaughter's Nurse Daniels from Rob Zombie's Halloween 2? I felt like that was just so overdone that I couldn't put that on the list. It was so over.
Nah.
He killed her so bad that she won an Oscar.
Yeah. But Lurch did have Bucky's death.
Oh, stay tuned.
Don't try that Halloween shit with me.
Okay, you did your number 10. Okay. You know what I had on there, Pat? I just thought didn't expect it. When he picks up the car in Rob Zombie's Halloween 2, I thought that was like, oh shit. Now he's bench pressing cars.
Exactly. Now he's lifting cars and shit. And poor Roach is the one that was stuck in the windshield. Well, I can't remember the actor's name.
Well, actually, that's not a bench press. Ryan, what is that? That's considered a power clean, right? I think I'm getting my workouts wrong.
What else is he? At the end of age, Jamie Lloyd at the end of age 4 will always be iconic. Oh yeah.
Yeah, Byron.
You didn't see that coming. Christine Pratt was
nice. Yeah, I should know better. It's not like I don't work out.
Oh yeah, that's a good one too. Slasher Fred when Michael kills God, what the hell am I drawing a blank? See, this is what happens. You draw a blank on people's names. And age 6. Deborah Voorhees. What the hell was it? What's her? I mean, she was in Better Off Dead. She was in Don't Be Afraid of the Dark, and I'm trying to complete blank on her name.
Pat, you're like, I don't know.
There was one.
Yeah, Total Stripes.
Exactly. There. Thank you, Matt. It's Kim Darby. Like
You're talking about the girl from the John Wayne movie.
From True Grit. Yeah, it was when she was a kid. You just draw a blank on stupid shit that you would know at any time. Number 9 for Colin was Big John's armpit stab from following the. That was, oh God, when he got stabbed in the armpit, man, I was like, oh man, that's got to hurt like a son of a bitch.
Oh yeah.
Oh man, that's just crazy shit. What was your number? What was your number 9? I didn't do it. Did
Number
I do my
9 I
9?
didn't do.
Oh, I didn't do my number 9. But I'm so busy. So my number 9 was trying to make sure I got these all in order here. My number 9 was the bathroom scene from 2018.
Yeah, I contemplated on that one.
I thought that was cool as hell. Very effective, and shout out to Rhiannon Reeves because she played that part well, man. She was screaming like bloody murder in that.
Oh yeah, very good in that.
Yeah.
When I was doing the list, I was trying not to have everything that was about Michael being so dominant too, and I think for when this came out, it was badass. And when Laurie beheads Michael at the end of H2O, I thought that was pretty badass when that happened at its time. Sorry, anybody can argue it, but
oh, and H2O.
Yep, and then when the original score hits too, right after she does that, you know what, Pat? We were that was right when the internet was starting, right, really kicking up, right? I remember walking down, I'm like, is this it? Is it really? This can't be it. This is not it. No.
Well, I remember walking out thinking to myself, because I'd seen it with my friend Pat that you met out in California. And we just looked out like, all right, well, how are they going to put his head back on? Because this isn't it. Like somehow, some way, they got to put his head back on.
You know what's funny too? Did you ever think of this? How like Mustafa Khan's last? It's hard to think that his last movie that he was a part of was Resurrection.
Yeah.
Bad way to set right.
Oh, there's our buddy. Bill is in the house. What's up, Bill? The Everscape this year.
He is Mr. Southside Man.
Got to bring in Bill, his intro.
Fuck the other Everscape. Fuck you. Sending me this shit.
And I was sending you guys. There's more pickle beers to send his ass now.
Well, Byron decided on who he wants. He wants Allison from Men's. Tell you, that's true. That she had that cat mask. She was hot as hell in that cat mask.
Yeah, that was She just looked just spot on in that whole sequence, didn't she? Mm-hmm.
Matt's got a good one here. If we're talking being a badass, number 1, missing the third act of H2. They no more fucks left to give when he says, "Stay with me and shut up." Oh, I was gonna say, I hope you did put joking. Buster's kung fu kick on Michael. Oh, thank God you're joking.
I was thinking, I was like, I couldn't put anything for Resurrection on top 10 just because there was nothing that was really that significant.
Oh, I don't have anything for Resurrection at all in here. Well, my number 9 was the bathroom scene. And your number 9, you just said, was
Laurie beheads Michael.
Laurie beheads Michael. Yep. I just figure, all right, Michael bashing the shit out of the ceiling and Laurie falling through the chase, and that's actually a really good. That's effective scene. I'll say that. Slasher Fred says the dream sequence in Halloween 2 where her adoptive mother. That's true. Yeah, right. I told you, I'm not your mother. Stop annoying the shit out of me.
Slasher Fred. Yeah, that's kind of an underestimated sequence, right? Yeah,
the cat's out of the bag right there. That's what it's saying. It's like, well, I'm not your mother. I don't know what to tell you. Colin says number 8, young Michael killing the bully that make up with the eye damage is realistic. You can feel the blows when he's pummeling him. Oh, and the Rob Zombie version when he's beating him with the friggin' stick, the spy kid. Yeah, that was very effective. The hospital kill. Yeah, that was brutal. That was brutal.
Any scene where Michael levitates? No, there isn't too many of those, are there?
Let's not go there. No. No. Like that meme you always see of Danny DeVito whenever he's like, no. Let's not go there.
We're gonna have to find Colorado again to just go on a rampage about Halloween 5 again.
Yeah, we gotta reach out to get it back on. It's been a minute. My number 8.
What's your problem?
Sometimes I guess some of the ones I picked were also like surprise moments and like iconic moments for me. So my number 8 is is the scene where Hawkins is chasing Michael in the flashback and he sees Michael and he see him turn. I'm like that's because when you got the first shot of him when it flashed back to 78, and I'd be like, that is just that was the coolest fucking thing. I was like, yes,
Well, yeah, when you see
yes,
his
let's
mask
stay
after
here.
the shadows.
Let's stay here because it looked perfect. It looked like it could have easily been in the OG.
Yeah, those with the shadows, when he breaks through those shadows in that alley when he's walking, you're like, oh boy, look at him. He looks spot on.
Oscar's kill from 2018. That's another badass moment, right?
Ooh,
Yeah.
yeah.
He gets impaled through the chin.
Mm.
Rachel hitting Michael with a car in H4. Die. Laurie's friend from part 2 in the TV version, who was revealed to be alive at the end. Oh, I'm assuming Jimmy. You know, in the TV version, Jimmy's still alive.
Yeah, well, we assumed they shot that stuff that was in the book where the media shows up at the hospital. Remember that whole thing?
Mm-hmm.
Pat's buddy, Robert Mundy.
3 people are dead tonight. Number 8, Loomis in the gas station when Michael teleports. Yeah, right. It's true. Rooftop
So you
scene
had number
H4.
8, right?
Yeah, what's your number 8? So yeah, my number 8 was when we first see Michael in the flashback and Kittles.
I just thought I think the whole sequence, maybe it was something they showed on the internet, but maybe they didn't. When Michael first gets back to Haddonfield, like when the whole continuous shot scene in 2018 where he goes through the few houses and takes care of, you know, the one lady that's in the Halloween 2 tribute, the woman with the robe on, right? And he leaves the baby, and then he takes out that other woman in the house next door. Then
What was her name? And remember when we did the book? She actually had a name. I think it was Gina Pancella. Come on, everybody that wants the book with me. But I just remember that name. I'm like, what did you know when you come up with a name was like Bob Smith? What did you come up with like Gina Pancella? That was
that's a random one.
Yeah, I did. That's why it sticks out in my head.
You know, Mark, I had that one on my list and it fell off of mine. We'll let
Sally, yeah. Kill in well, there's two of them.
Oh, Sally. Yeah.
Yeah.
Now I'm thinking Eric Clapton.
Just lay down, Sally. Harry Grimbridge having his head removed in H3. Yeah, right. By Dick Warlock.
Yeah.
John Strode's insane electrocution. I hated that bastard. He was a son of a bitch.
Well, and then isn't it in the producer's cut where he stabbed him, right? And he moves him into the electrical box? Isn't that, I think, what happened?
Yeah, and the producer's cut's a little bit different. Yeah. Well, the producer's cut, his head doesn't explode either.
Oh, that's right. They just cut to black, right?
Yeah, his head doesn't explode. Travis, what's up, Travis? How's it going, everyone? Great list. I could go forever on bet. Oh, yeah, exactly. It wasn't easy. That's why we're just going to keep throwing them out there. And like I said, number 1 for me could just be these are just ones I threw down in order. That's the way I look at it.
I think I came up with 18 technically before I stopped, so I had to break it down. How are you, Travis? Good to see you, bud.
We can just throw it out, man. Nurse Deb getting impaled. Oh, yeah, and Ends. That was a cool sequence, too, and she was cute as hell.
Yeah, I was trying to think of something from Ends, but it just, nothing just stayed on the list, you know?
Halloween 4.
It's hard because, in a way, he's mostly weak in the movie until he starts get rolling with Corey.
Yeah, pretty much. He recharges and regenerates.
Yeah.
James says Halloween 4, the girl who picked up Rachel and Jamie. A lot of fans think that was Lindsay. It was supposed to be. That was the reference to it. It was supposed to be Lindsay Wallace.
Yeah, Lindsay. Mm-hmm.
I was supposed to be referencing her. Colin's number 7 is the junkyard sequence in Halloween Ends. Hate the movie, but that blowtorch in the mouth is a great kill.
You know,
that's it. That is a good sequence.
And am I nuts? That girl that picks her up, Rachel's friend, if you assume it's Lindsay, she was pretty cute. She should have been in it more.
Yeah, she was cute as hell.
Yeah.
Yeah, the classic hot tub scene. Must have been cold in there. Is it cold in here? Because she was like pointing to Antarctic with those. It was like the cop getting, yeah, right. Mr. Garrett getting the claw hammer to the head. That's another one. So we left off. So number 7.
Yeah, we're at 7, buddy.
My number 7 is badass moments was in H1 when Tommy looks out the window and sees Michael just standing on the side of the house, the silhouette.
Ooh.
And he's just like, Lori, he's out there. He's out there, the boogeyman. But by the time she comes, he's gone. That scared the shit out of me as a kid.
The famous shot where there's the argument of who's playing him there.
Yeah, and it's Nick
Right?
Castle. Nick's even said it. Just
The big
because
debate. It's
Yeah.
Deborah Hill.
it's not Deborah Hill. It's not her. Nick's even said it was him.
So
And I
any of
know-
you, don't go talk to Sean Clark about that. He'll get upset.
Sean did a whole video on it where he even saw photos that what's his name has. What's his
Oh, our
name?
buddy that needs to guess. We're going to reach out to him. By
Billy
the way,
Kirkus.
we've got to talk about the guests. Some more news about that. So
Yeah, Billy Kirkus has photos of that, and it was not Deborah Hill. It's just the way it was edited. It made it seem like it was her. See what other ones people thrown in here. Matt says the theatrical cut of John's death is way better until the head explosion. The producer's cut feels like it was shot fast because they were short on time. They probably were. Yeah.
yeah, you're right, Matt. They probably.
James says number 7 for him was Tommy beating Michael in H6. Oh yeah, beating when all that green gooey shit was coming out of him. So I don't understand what that was all about.
It's like Ecto Cooler or some shit, you know.
Seriously. So what do you got for your number 7?
It's easily. You know what? You have to have it on here when Michael shot puts Bucky. Man, come on! It's just like he throws that guy like really fucking far.
Poor Bucky. Huh? Just in
Dude,
honor of Bucky.
If Michael didn't go to the institution, he seriously could have been a track star.
In honor of Bucky, we'll have to do it
Try
again.
that Halloween shit with me.
And we all have our Bucky helmet. There's my Bucky helmet right there.
And they should sell some sort of Bucky thing at Bucky's, even though Bucky's a chipmunk or beaver, whatever the hell he is.
Uh-oh, look at this. He's throwing one out there. I'm going to do it, guys. Give one to H5, where Tina ultimately steps up as her role of guardian and redeems herself by charging at Michael to protect Jamie, costing her life. And that's
Hey,
when you see the fake knife bend in half because it must have been like aluminum foil.
Jeff, you don't have to talk to Pat myself. I'll answer for my brother. We're Wendy Kaplan fans. A lot
Big
of people
Wendy
didn't like her.
Kaplan
She was
fans.
annoying. Really liked her.
If she wasn't as attractive, maybe I wouldn't find her as
I don't think
tolerable.
Some people didn't like her. Annoyance probably is what it was, right?
H5 is totally a guilty pleasure. H5 is a guilty pleasure of ours.
The love Tina, hate Tina.
Let's see. Throw it out there. H1. H1 when he's walking down the hallway slowly. That's on my list. That's a good one, man. I have that on my list. That was such a creepy shot. I still can take myself back to 1981, seeing it in the theater and watching him walk through those halls. It's like, man, that was creepy. And about a year before that, I was in the hospital with pneumonia. So I can just relate to can relate to how dead a hospital is at night. Man, it's just back then it was like dark and dead.
Are you talking like what scene exactly? I'm trying to think here. It's not the one like when he's walking towards the camera going after Lori, right?
No, when she hides in that room with the phone and then she hears something, then you see like him just walking through the hallway. You just
and then he
walking
goes
down
into
the
another
hallway.
door.
It's just
Oh
that
yeah,
is just
towards
so,
it, and then he turns. I know what you're talking about. Yes.
so freaking creepy. All right, so let's see. John's throwing a kiss thing out here. Was the entity who leaked all of the rare kiss videos 2 years ago on the internet named Sam Loomis? And it was, John, and I'm pissed because I kept saying I was going to go download a bunch of those videos and I didn't. Yeah, so for those that don't know, that's a little kiss crossover. So there was this guy about a year ago that was uploading to YouTube like extremely rare videos of kiss stuff that nobody's ever seen before, and his YouTube name was Sam Loomis.
Did he get in trouble?
They took all the shit down. Yeah, because a lot of the stuff is copyrighted stuff, and I'm sure Kiss went after him, and
It's
they got
me,
enough money.
Samuel.
But I could kick it's me, Samuel. I could kick myself because I kept saying I was going to go download all this shit because I figured at some point somebody's going to take it down, and I didn't do it. The Firewalk, yeah, the Firewalk on in H2, man. Shout out to Dick Warlock, man. Yeah, Michael Myers following Lori and Annie in the car, and then suddenly it's dark out. Exactly.
Yeah. All of a sudden, eclipse.
Yeah. What? So that was so. Yeah, my number 7 was Tommy seeing Michael out the window. What was your number 7?
Michael shot at Bucky.
Bucky being thrown. See, I'm too busy yapping. I'm forgetting where we are. Number 6 for me, was the one that who just mentioned it? Michael walking through the hallways. Yeah, Mopar just mentioned it. Michael walking through the hallway. That scene of him just walking is it's so fucking creepy. Could you imagine just looking at your hospital room and seeing that?
Ooh.
This guy in his jumpsuit, he's got blood on him with a mask. He'd be like, "Oh shit!" And there's no locks on those doors.
Ooh.
Look, your brother's on the Tina bandwagon. He likes Tina too.
Yeah.
Nice.
Maybe
That's
one
great.
day, maybe we'll see what's his name, the effects guy at a convention again, and ask him about his escapades with her.
Oh, Greg and the Katero? Gotta ask him, like, yeah, sign this, Greg. Question: how good was Wendy Kaplan? Because she was hot as hell in the film.
Talk to me. God, we're dirty people.
Was she as annoying in bed as she was on the screen? Hey, Henry, what's up, man? Hot take: Halloween Kills is better than the original. Wow. All right, so he just wants to. Now he's just throwing shit in the fan.
Dude, I told you I caught Nick Otero at a goofy time when I brought that poster up to him. He's like, dude, this fucking director is a scumbag. I was like, oh, nice to meet you too.
Did he say that about Dominic with Gerard? Oh, that's funny as hell. I would have loved to see that.
Didn't like him. But he said that before too, where he kind of tried to give his input on something. And Dominique pretty much just shut him down.
I
that's
forget.
one of the.
Is that what he said? I forget.
He said, what do you know? You're just the visual effects guy or the effects guy or some shit.
He's a French pompous ass guy. He kind of looks like that guy. Michael standing behind Annie in the Wallace's kitchen. H1. The other good one. That's real good, Matt. That didn't make that shit. I forgot. I didn't put it down because I probably forgot about it. Let's see. Lindsay Wallace battling Michael in Halloween Kills. That was a good sequence.
Yeah, with the bag of rocks or bricks.
Michael busts through the door and beating down the cop and hanging him at H5. Oh yeah, that guy.
Or Roger Predactor.
Roger Predactor. Yeah, Roger Predactor. The original, The Kills is nothing to write home about, and they always have Michael disappear. Well, you must be young, Henry. You got to understand, Halloween it's a product of its time. So anybody coming into the franchise later that's desensitized to horror, that generation, this movie was shocking. Nowadays it would be PG-13.
We should know that actor's name because he did so many good things in that short span. Do you remember he was in Men at Work? He was the police chief briefly, one scene.
Yeah, he was on a show. He was on one of those. I remember he worked in the hospital. He's on one of those shows. Those hospital
the principal shows. In Twin Peaks in the first episode when he's announcing over the PA that Laura Palmer has been found dead. And it's a real good acting job. I always remember that because he did so good.
He did a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
In the original movie, when Loomis is in the graveyard and he sees the tombstone of Judith is missing. Why did they do it?
Old Charlie Bowles.
Old Charlie Bowles. We still want to know the old Charlie Bowles story. When Michael appeared below the red light in H2, that's a great one. Yeah. I was looking for that little red light when we were at the H2 hospital.
Red light's effective when he pops out.
A fade would have solved the transition to night, but I always figured they stopped for food. Well, Matt, you're an encyclopedia with this. If you read in the book, the novelization, which obviously came out after the film, it kind of explains that they drove around a little bit more. We just saw them driving and chatting for a minute, then boom, it was nighttime. Made it seem like they were driving around town and seeing what people were doing, which they probably should have did, but they were on a time budget, 21 days.
They probably stopped at Archie's.
Archie's?
Is Bill in the chat because we're talking license to drive? Archie's, come back.
Oh, he did. So then Gerard openly billed him. What do you know that you're the effects guy?
Yeah, Matt, that was on a supplemental thing, right? Yeah,
Yeah,
on a special feature.
he looked like he could be a pompous ass. What has he been doing all these years? I think now he's in like Japan, and all he does is like the direct stuff in Japan or something.
Or what? He's from Chile, right? I think somewhere.
Sorry, there's a gnat in here. It's the only thing that sucks about this time of year. Bugs.
Well, Nicotero's done. He's done good. Like, not all the Creep Show episodes are great, these new ones, but they're at least they're not like boring. They're worth watching, right?
Yeah. Cochrane's speech. Oh, song comes on. Oh yeah, the Cochran speech is awesome. Yeah, Dan Hurley, he was awesome in that role.
Happy Halloween.
Happy Halloween. You don't know much about Halloween, do you? You just think nothing further than what is it? What does he say? The ritual of kids dressing up and going out begging for candy.
Yeah, Nicotero talked about it in Anthony's documentary, 25 Years of Terror. Yeah, I should be credited in that, Pat. I was just a kid.
John could relate to that, to the original Halloween Michael Myers station wagon that year and model. A vehicle, 74 station wagon, was used as a removal car at my father's funeral. Oh God, your dad had a funeral home? How cool is that? My father had a station wagon. My father had a 78 Country Squire station wagon, and it had with the wood grain that looked like the family truckster from Vacation.
I was gonna say, you had the family truckster.
We had the family truckster. Yes, we did.
With the what is he looking for? I forgot. In the what's he say he needs?
We had the family truckster with the optional Rally Fun Pack.
Yeah, the Rally Fun Pack. I should fucking know that. That's terrible. You know how much I love that too.
You didn't know the metallic P? No, Antarctic blue. And that's what my father had. Somewhere I'll dig up pictures of the station wagon. It was metallic P, just like the family truckster. The Karen set trap of Michael and the group blocks him on the street and beats him down. Intense stuff. That was a really good sequence. That was an intense sequence because you didn't know how that was going to play out. I will say that. But I forgot where we left off. So we left at number 6. Mine was Michael walking through hospital halls at age 2.
Oh, you had 6. You did yours then. Okay.
What was your 6?
I got Michael killing Nurse Jill, with the scalpel and lifting her, because that was like the first real powerful, maybe unbelievable. I don't want to say unbelievable, I guess, or just kind of crazy, shocking death. Holding her up and her shoes fall off.
That's true. Good shit.
Yeah.
Colin says, I love the shot when Michael is carrying Laurie down the street in Zombies Halloween, although not as cool as him carrying Annie in the original. So that actually really is a good sequence. Yeah, when he busts through the bathroom door and he takes Laurie, that is a really good sequence. I will say that.
Yeah, Colin's saying that too. It's like we could always just rip apart Rob Zombie or whatnot. There were some real cool elements that he did, though. There were some nice little touches he did.
He did some really good stuff. The writing could have been, I think he should have got like a more professional writer to maybe help him out with some things. I will say this, had he not been a director, be a hell of a cinematographer, because a lot of the shots he framed, especially in H2, really, really well. I mean, those night shots were awesome.
Yeah, I gotta go back and watch. I remember really liking 31. I haven't watched it since it first came out. I just remember really liking it. Gotta get back on that one.
Matt says he met Charlie from H5 when he was a production assistant at the China Beach reunion. I told him I was a big Halloween fan. He said, I have a story about that movie. It's like, oh man, I was hoping he'd say that. So I guess did he ever tell you the story?
Yeah, he's in a lot of stuff we like, though.
Oh wow, look at this. We have Michael Myers in the chat tonight. And he speaks.
Michael Myers. Well, we can't disappoint you.
Yeah, Halloween 5 is not bad. See, even Michael Myers says Halloween 5 isn't that bad.
Is that the same Michael Myers that's with us on Myers Mondays? I don't know if it is.
I don't know. Are you the Michael Myers from the Halloween Daily News? The Myers Monday Nights? Let us know. Number 5 for James is Michael killing all the doctors in A6. He just said, fuck it, I'm going all. He just went balls out. He did the George Kennedy from The Naked Gun. If I'm going out, I'm going out happy. He just starts fucking slashing everybody. Yeah, exactly. If Halloween 3 had been successful, Halloween 3 would have done better now. It just wasn't the right time for that.
I'm sorry. I'd be interested to see what Rob Zombie would do with Halloween 3. I think it'd be so fucked up.
I really would like. I would like to see what he would do with an H3 reboot. Yeah,
I know that might be sacked to a lot of people, but
Colin also likes the shot of Michael looking over the balcony when he throws Lori over it in H18. Yeah, exactly. He looks over and she's gone, just like he was from the first one. That's another good one. Real good. Great moment when Karen cries in the basement and she shoots Michael. That is gotcha.
because she's acting, it was awesome, right?
Yep. When Michael kills Ronnie and robs
Leave it up.
what's the matter? You deal so you don't say.
Oh no!
Hey, Lurch Brother had to bring up Ronnie. Had to go there.
Another funny guy to meet. He's a character.
Travis,
Ryan's putting Cookie Woman.
Cookie woman. Cookie. A big woman who works there. Unmade moment. Then Dennis etches into H4 where Michael has to stand up against Hunt at a drive-in surrounded by flaming cars. Cycle 1 through 3 plays on the screens. The Michael caves. Is that the unmade one where the more he kills, the bigger he gets, and there's like a big monster Myers? Is it that one? Because that one I never understood. I'm like, how would you even make that? Like, the more he killed, the bigger he got.
Yeah, he became like the size of fucking King Kong or some shit, right?
Yeah, I was just like, I'm like, what? Where the hell did he get that? He must have been sitting up late night. What if he gets bigger?
Where Tommy and Lindsay's characters return too. It was like, what the fuck? Oh god.
Part 2, Michael Myers stabbing of what he thinks is Laurie Strode in a hospital bed, right? Only to find out that she's tricked him with the pillows. Yeah. And actually that's not a bad scene, but it plays out better in the television cut. Remember the television cut when he's stabbing it and you see him get all pissed and he starts throwing his shit off the bed and everything? And the theatrical cut, he just walks away. And the television cut, he's all pissed, like, fuck. He just throws the shit.
I didn't remember that. I gotta check that out. Woman.
The equally legendary monologue from Mrs. Blankship. Do you know why we celebrate Halloween? You know, little Mikey Myers, who lived across the street. I was babysitting him that night.
I don't know about you. I think that I felt like that whole monologue was meant to be used for the trailer, really. And they had it in the movie, but it was really.
It would have been good for a trailer.
It was in it was at least in the TV, some of the TV spots.
Was it? I truly don't remember. Alpar says, hey, Pat, when is your next live? Gonna have to run. Oh, we're here. We'll be back here on Tuesday night for our watch along of Jason X. And our next, we may, we're going to pre-record our top 10 Married with Children episodes. I don't know if that'll be out this week. But the next live will be a week from tonight when we do our next podcast. But yeah, we'll be back on Tuesday night for our watch along of Jason X. So what was your number? Where did I go? Number 6, right? We did number 6?
Yeah, I had number 6 with Nurse Jill.
Nurse Jill getting picked up by the scalpel. My number 5. This is great too. It's a call back to the original, which is probably going to be on my list too. So the scene where Janet discovers Dr. Mixter, and then you just see the light slowly come up on Michael's face behind her.
Yeah.
From part 2, which is obviously a call back to the first one, which might be on this list too. I just thought that was. I mean, granted, it was a repeat of the first one, but it's still effective as hell.
Yeah. Number 5 for me, I had Michael killing Bob because he just comes through that door with authority. In the first one in H1, lifts him, and of course everybody's like, "Well, that knife couldn't hold him."
Well, Michael also couldn't come back from getting shot 6 times and keep going, so you just have to suspend disbelief.
Yes. Yeah, but Michael killing Bob should have been Dennis Quaid.
See, with me, like I was picking like badass moments, like shocking moments, like moments of like wow, not necessarily kills, but like moments that I just remember, like holy shit, that just define that specific thing.
Yeah, and see, everybody's like, yeah, everybody's got their own, like, even looking in the chat when people are putting stuff, it's everybody's kind of, I think a badass, like, holy shit, this guy's a badass with what he did.
Yeah, it's very ambiguous, and it's, you know, subjective. It's to what people like. The dance scene from Halloween Ends was cool to see, and see Corey have the. I love the dance scene because they were blasting out Halloween from the dead Kennedys. I was like, oh my god, awesome, the dead Kennedys. Try to catch up. Wow, the chat's rolling. Holy shit. Halloween 3 was not ahead of its time. It's still ahead of our time. There's a reason no one has attempted such a franchise shift since. Well, that was the whole anthology thing, I think, was ahead of its time because they really, I mean, because look at like how successful American Horror Story was and some other horror anthologies. I just think to take an entity like Halloween after having the first two movies the way they were to just completely change it wasn't really the greatest direction.
Sorry about that.
That's okay. Sequence in H18 with Oscar in the Elrod backyard. Yeah, the peekaboo now, that was good. Yeah, when he sees him. And he
That was
says,
kind of like my big scare. That kind of like got me nervous. Like, where the hell he's gonna show up right in front of his face, and sure enough, he did. Right.
that was a real good sequence, especially with the motion sensor and the lights going on and off. That was actually really cool. I'll give him that.
I just like when, not like the last time before he swipes at him. When he's like, what is he, like 10 feet away from him, maybe, or 5 feet away from him? He's like, "Hey, what's up?" He's
What's
just
up?
sitting right there.
It's like, you're being kind of sketchy right now. The kitchen scene in Kills, where Maya first stabs the wife in the throat with a light bulb, then proceeds. Yeah, right. When he's trying to find the right knife, he's just like, I mean, first you bent them over. You knew it wasn't going to go there. It's not that kind of film. We just
I
talked
had
about
it on
that.
talking to Pat last night, and we were talking about.
We were just talking about that last night because
the guy
we
with
were
the
hanging out.
monster mask. Who gives a shit? Call the cops.
Exactly. There's a guy in the bathroom. He's wearing a monster mask.
The way he says, "What the fuck was that?"
Yeah.
He sounds like somebody out of The Sopranos or something.
The original movie where Bob's standing in the door. Oh yeah, that's just one of my favorite scenes.
Yeah, see,
Just
Pat,
opens
when
the
you're
door.
talking the way you're talking about it, like, God, with the badass, I always thought that when Michael just slowly, when Dean Cundy uses that light, this slowly, and you can see the Shape's mask comes up right behind her. That's probably to me, that's the most important scene of the whole movie or whole franchise. I thought that was so damn effective.
Yeah, because I framed it as badass moments, not necessarily badass kills. So maybe people were a little thrown, but the kills are badass too. So that's why there's no rules here. There's no crying in baseball. There's no rules. We're just having a good time.
Maybe you have this subject with people that wonder why you like the movie so much, and I tell them it's like for all these other reasons I've grown to like it, for the filmmaking process. If it just minus the fucking, it's a slasher movie, it's a movie's got music as it's a separate character. The movie sucks without music. It does.
Carpenter even said it when he said I showed it to somebody and they said this isn't scary. I mean, try watching it with just do like a test. Turn the volume off and watch it. Really not that scary, man. That movie, that soundtrack really makes it.
It's kind of like when I was telling you last night, like if I ever do my own separate channel, that's why I would love to do the comparisons and the contrast between Rocky and Halloween, because Rocky's the same thing to me too. The music's very effective for the movie.
Yeah.
It means a lot to the movie. So.
I was just talking to Brett about this last night, the Ends Novel Book Club, probably in 2 weeks or so. I have to go back out to Detroit next week. So next Tuesday's watch along, I'll be live via satellite again from my hotel room, doing whatever we're going to be. Actually, no, we'll probably be doing the remake of Friday the 13th because we're doing.
Yeah, we got to do the remake. The remake's interesting to watch.
Yeah, so I'll be back out in Detroit for a few days. So I'll be doing it.
Yeah, Travis, he's going to hang out with Axel Foley.
Ahmed Foley.
So you did your number 4, right?
I'm going to go see Axel Foley.
Get the fuck out of here. Somebody else, I said it myself.
How he has blonde hair in the next movie is beyond me, but
yeah. So what do you got next? What's your next one? So mine was Dr. Mixter, number 5. Yep, the Dr. Mixter.
Oh, okay. I did my number 4, Michael number 5, Michael over Bob. So then you got to do your 4.
Oh, so my number 4, I just forget. I just did it back to back. H1, the dimmer scene where Laurie comes out after discovering Annie's body and she's leaning against the wall, and all of a sudden you just see the light come and you start to see his face because Carpenter said it was like, and him and Dean Kennedy wanted to make it seem like your eyes are starting to adjust to the darkness.
Yes.
And you just see his face. I remember, like, I've told the story before. It was me, my brother, and my two cousins. We were like, "Oh, there he is!" It scared the shit out of us.
The white paint on the mask, yeah.
Ah, it was just iconic moment, classic.
Yeah.
Oh, that's right. Cramps
yeah.
were being played too.
Yeah, go through a couple comments if you want before we go here. Sorry.
It still smells like Lucky Strikes from your mother when she borrowed it. That ain't cigarette smoky smell. That's the from Laurie Strode's house. It's on fire. Michael's standing up and staring at Laurie in H1. Oh, there's so many of them. We should do a top 20. I could have did a top 30 from this franchise.
Because like Matt had the Michael lowering from the pipe in H2O. That was one that was just off my list. That didn't make the top 10. I really like that scene.
So what was your number 4?
Number 4, it's with the firefighters and kills. I think it's cool, man. He takes them all out. I don't know how realistic it is with that water pressure like we were talking about. It's like, what kind of fucking fire hose is that?
Oh, that's right. We were just talking about it last night. I'm like, where's the water pressure? It was like limp dicking this water at him. It's like, seriously, that if it was full pressure you get out of a fire hydrant, that shit would have sent him on his ass.
You think people go back and watch that scene where you see it from his back, the viewer, he's just looking at all the firefighters. I think that part makes it even more interesting.
That is a great scene. I mean, you take the hospital bullshit out of that movie, and that movie's fantastic.
You know what? And unfortunately, you imagine if they didn't show that in the trailer, any of that in the trailer, everybody would have been talking about it more than ever, like more than they already are.
And we've discussed this with the trailer. The trailers blow so much about movies nowadays, but the theory is they're trying to lure in people that aren't fanatics. They're trying to get people that are just casual fans and get their ass in the seat because they know we're going to go regardless.
Yeah, it's really hard to please everybody nowadays, Pat. You know that.
Absolutely, Matt. Mark, agree. Music can take a so-so movie and make it a classic. Big time. I mean, the music is people don't really realize soundtracks and just music placement in movies make a film. I mean, one of my favorite films is Dazed and Confused. And it's a fun movie because it reminds me of my high school. Big time. That's exactly how it was when I was in high school. Yeah. And all the music is all the shit we listen to and just takes me right back to that time.
Boogie Nights is another perfect example. Both of those soundtracks.
Yep. Boogie Nights too, man. The soundtrack and music placement.
Too, right?
What's that?
Like with scores too, though. We were talking about we're gonna do that somewhere down the road. We're gonna do our most significant movie or themes or songs from movies that are.
Yeah, we gotta do. I'm gonna write it down so I don't forget it. Because I do forget things. That's why I write them down.
Travis, yeah, I think I'm not trying to be negative on it, but you're probably right. But it's not going to stop me. It's one of my favorite movie characters finally making it back to the big screen. So I'm going to take it in with as much love.
Oh, what did he talk about? Here we go. Pretty sure the Beverly Hills Cop 4 trailer spoils most of the. I still have not watched it. Maybe I'll watch it tonight. Maybe I shouldn't watch it. I should just go in there blindly.
Or like one of my childhood friends' parents said, if you're going to have sex, don't be in a Halloween movie.
Exactly. The entire I'm not going to argue with you, Lurch, man. The entire flashback scene, man. Oh, God, I wish they could do a whole film like that.
Should have been more, but what Chris Nelson said that the budget, right?
It was expensive. Yeah. Corey wearing the awesome scarecrow mask and killing Dr. Matt. Justice was served that night. Shout out to Corey. That was a great kill. I like when she first walks out and in the back it's dark, but you can see him moving because he's stabbing him in the neck with the corkscrew.
Oh,
that was a real good. That was a good sequence. You can say what you want about ends, but that was pretty cool.
Oh shit! How did I fuck that up?
John says, "What are your thoughts on Halloween 3? I saw it upon its original release. If it wasn't for the Hotter Than the Sun woman I took to the movie, I would have walked out." I remember seeing it in the theater. I've told the story. I saw it when it came out in '82, And I was disappointed because we were like, "Where's Michael Myers?" And I didn't hate it at the time. I was just confused because all the marketing. There was no internet. The only time I knew about it, I think the first time I had heard about it was in the middle, was a trailer before another film, because I don't even remember seeing a commercial for it. And I don't think I even subscribed to Fangoria at that time. So I just remember what I remember. And I said I would love to get in my collection. I do remember they had a big stand, like a cardboard standee, at the theater of the cover of the film, and with the kids walking, like with the witch outfit and everything, and the H3 on it. I would love to get my hands on one of those standees. Never seen one.
They're so expensive. Yeah.
Never seen one since, but I remember vividly seeing in the theater that standee. But I've grown to really appreciate it. I remember I started appreciating it more when it came out on VHS, and I started watching it and appreciating it for what it was or is. And I've grown to love it.
Did you find?
everything
I
right
meant to ask you. I don't think you have anything. Do you have anything from when Blockbuster was selling their Halloween when they had the rights for it? Because I remember there being like a little display when they first started selling that VHS for like a real cheap price.
I remember seeing it there, but at the time I didn't think to ask for it. And then I remember going back because I remember they were like on a little table, like a little cardboard table. And when they had that Blockbuster version of Halloween, and it was gone, I'm like, oh, I really should ask for that. And
that's why I ended up spending the money to get that graded one that's sealed that I got back behind me. I was like, I gotta get that.
Every time I go to ask for something, nobody gives it to me. I like up here, I got the Halloween 2018 cardboard thing that they had at Walmart.
Walmart over the kiosk.
And I kept asking them at the Walmart. They wouldn't give it to me. So I had to actually buy it on eBay. They're like, oh, we don't give them away because they want us to throw them out. I'm like, throw them out nothing. They end up on fucking eBay. I'm not stupid.
Did you see that Halloween 2 pillow that frickin' Brian got from Hot Topic? I gotta go get that.
I didn't see it in the store, but it's on their website. And
it is on their website. What is it? $25-$30?
It's like, yeah. I actually ordered it because usually I try to get it in the store because it's just easier. I pass by and pick it up. It said not available in store. So I guess I did order it online. It was cool as hell.
Okay.
Oh,
did you get it already? Yeah.
No, I didn't get it yet. No, I just ordered it like 2 days ago. So I'll probably get it midweek. Episode ideas: best studying montages in movies. Real Genius is the Rocky IV of studying montages. Real Genius. Oh, love that film. Yeah, I'm up for that.
Yeah, that'd be fun.
Number 3, Michael's nurse kill with a scalpel on H2, just a brute strength lifter. Yeah, that was on Brady's list. That was awesome. Bill says, I thought I saw Sean Clark at Brookfield Zoo in Chicago the other day. Turned out it was just a peak.
He's peacocking. He's peacocking,
I gotta say it. Is he not like done anything since that all happened? Like, you don't hear about it anymore.
I only saw him like 2 or 3 places, but I really looked for it. So I don't know what he's been doing.
I'm like, did we partially blackball the guy? I hope not.
I
don't think we. It was him, not us.
He pretty much did it to himself.
What kind of cunt does that?
He just really did it to himself. Do you, Pat or Brett, believe there are any blockbuster movies anymore? Kingdom of Planet of the Apes and the pending Joker 2 seem anticlimactic.
Well, absolutely, John. I'm sorry, there is. To me, in my opinion, there is. I think to wonder if he's asking that, Pat, because it seems like the streaming's really, we're losing out on stuff slowly but surely because of streaming. Tell me if I'm wrong or
because I'm just seeing it because you're not getting that blockbuster effect going to the theater because people are like getting to be like basically like myself,
introverts.
I'm like, I just would just rather watch it at home. And there's certain things I'll go to the theater for. I enjoy the theater experience, but I'm just so busy. I'm like, I don't have time. I really don't. If it's streaming, I could sit down at 10 o'clock at night, 10:30 when I'm done doing something, I can watch it. But yeah, and then it's more people just streaming shit. They're not going to the theater.
John, I hope there is.
something huge, huge.
I think that Top Gun 2 years ago was that was a blockbuster. That was
Oh, yeah.
a shockingly amazing sequel.
Oh yeah. Let's see. What did
Furiosa is very Oh, see, Matt just brought it up. That movie shouldn't be bombing. I don't know whether it's because the Mad Max character's not really in it.
Well, you know what? It's also one of those things that's part of me like saying, yeah, I'll just wait till it comes on. That's the whole thing.
That's the one movie I wouldn't agree with it on, because seeing that guy's work is an experience.
And it's not like I don't want to go to the theater. It's not like I don't want to pay the money. It's just simple. I just don't have the time.
The way that guy shoots these last two movies, it's unreal. The things you catch. Yeah.
James says Laurie killing Michael in H2O. I just said before when I was walking out with my friend Pat. One of my best friends, and we just walked out, and we didn't say this was it. Like, oh man, it's all over. We were just like, okay, how are they going to put his head back on? Because we knew that there was no way it was going to be the ending of it. How are they going to get away with putting his head back on?
Oh my God, Travis gave us a new one, Pat. Get the detention notepad out. That's a good one. That's a good one. That's a fucking good one.
Horror. Oh God, we could do a whole episode on Loomis. We could do an entire episode just on Loomis ones.
I have the one that my son keeps on talking about from the movie Air. Matt Damon has this whole monologue where he is trying to convince Michael Jordan to sign with Nike, and we obviously know what happened. It's changed freaking America with that. Nike became a household name.
Best speech in horror, George Clooney. Oh, that's good. That is good. Love From Dusk Till Dawn.
Oh God, we could talk forever. The whole thing with Pacino and De Niro and Heat in the cafeteria is huge, man.
Oh God, that was good. That's a great film. The only things I go
probably took the words out of my brother's mouth there.
Well, that's only because people ruin the surprises if you don't. Yeah, that's true. Let's see. When's the last time I was in the theater? What did I see?
Didn't you go see Thanksgiving in the theater?
That might be it. That might be the last time I was at the theater was Thanksgiving. That's probably the last time I was at the theater. Simply because
Pat and I do live 900 miles away from each other or something like that. No, I think it's more.
Need a Loomis Isms episode. Yeah. Oh, I like that too.
Oh God. Oh, the man, God, Darren and Frank talked about it, right? Have they done that? Because that would be a good one to see if we could do during the day when Darren would be available and Frank would be available.
Yeah, I gotta get we've had Frank on. We gotta get Darren. I think he hates us.
Get out now.
Get out now. The Heat diner scene, yeah, it's just amazing when
Tribes, one of the men butchered. This is the wake.
This is the wake. If that wasn't Michael Myers burning up that tonight, then a lot of the kids are going to be slaughtered. I am talking about the real possibility that he's still out there. Oh God, we could just do a whole episode on Loomis.
Big woman, big woman in the store.
Big woman, the store. What do they sell there?
Oh come on! His whole thing when he's talking to Michael in the forest, though, in the woods.
Go home. You'll find her.
It will destroy you too one day.
It will destroy you too one day, Michael. This rage.
How much do you think Michael had been drinking? Or not Michael, Loomis.
Oh God. Yeah, we could do a whole one on that. Shit, what do we leave off?
Yeah,
so
we got
number 4 was the Michael on the dimmer in H1. Your number 4 was?
I had Michael the firefighter. So are you at 3?
All right, so at number 3, how could you forget this, man? We lived it at age 45 and was like a dream come true. Number 3 for me is Myers at the Hedge.
Look at you animal.
And it's how great is that I actually got to live it by going there and standing at that fucking hedge, man.
Wow. I think I'm going to change this up here.
Uh-oh.
I gotta put down because it just went for a bit. When Michael slaughters Cameron and kills, during that time, he stabs him, right? Then he pushes him through the
Mhm.
whatever you call him, through this, looking down the steps. Then he snaps his neck. He just freaking, it was a bit of a torture, I tell you.
Oh, then he grabs his head. He's going back and forth.
Yeah, back and forth, right.
And then I like when he's walking down the steps and he's still alive. He's like, Allison, run. And he just looks at him. He just snaps his neck. That is great.
Here, I'll turn you so you can look at your dad.
Yeah, your father's right up there.
You know what? Oh, I think somebody asked. They never shot Lonnie getting killed, right? I think somebody asked that, or maybe we heard that.
I don't think so. I don't think they did. It was just supposed to be the aftermath. In Canada, only select theater chains are permitted first-run films upon initial release. After 30 days, the films must be available for streaming on TV. The theaters designated a second tier get it next. Really? You guys like second-class citizens up there. What the hell kind of shit is that?
Yeah, that's different.
It's all part of North America, damn it.
One of the men were butchered. This is the wake.
One of Lurch's favorite monologues is Cochran's speech on the history of Sam. Oh, yeah. Just Festival of Samhain. I didn't have any H3 on here. This is good too, right? Travis, Hulka's monologue and kills. Maybe he wasn't looking out, but maybe he was looking in as his reflection. True. Where did they get a load of me?
Hop on and do a 10-15 movie trivia. That I just got that message from Blake. He
What
must have
happened?
liked that. Blake's asking me if I want to do the trivia. I'm wondering if he wants me to do trivia for their show or.
Oh, yeah. He said it's you. He said to me he hates me. H2 Loomis take.
I can't ditch Pat though. This is we're live right now. He knows we're live. Blake,
Loomis
are you
take
there? Are you in the
Michael
chat?
out. It's time, Michael. That's a good one. So all right, so we're down to number 2. Right? What was your 3 again? Because I'm too busy chatting away.
Yeah, technically it was the Cameron one. I changed it up. Yeah, I took a Halloween 4 one off. All
right, so then we're down at number 2. So number 2 was brought up earlier. Iconic scene. It's so for those that watch my standalone videos, it's part
Wait,
of my.
you're at 2?
Yeah, we're number 2 because my number 3 was The Hedge.
Oh yeah, that's right. Sorry, gotcha.
So what was your number 3?
No, it was that one. You're right.
What
Sorry.
was that one, right? Okay, just want to make
It
sure I
was
didn't
Cameron.
want to miss it.
I'm sorry, didn't mean to interrupt you.
That's okay. My number 2 was brought up earlier, and for those that watch my standalone videos, it's part of my intro. Michael entering the bedroom as a ghost Bob. Because she was just like, what the fuck is this? Because she knew he just killed Bob downstairs. So first time watching this, so you saw the playfulness of him. Instead of just walking in, which would have been cool too, obviously would have scared the shit out of her if she saw this guy in a jumpsuit and a mask. But he covers himself so she thinks it's still her boyfriend. How fucking cool was that? And I'm talking about the OG version of it, not the Rob Zombie version, which was cool. But because you got to see some full frontal, but the OG with the PJ Souls. Oh, it's dinner time, Matt. Take care, man. See you at the movies.
See you, Matt. Good talking to you, bud.
Thanks for popping in. Lurch says his number 2 was a syringe in the eye for H2. Was Dr. Mixter. Poor Dr. Mixter. Drunk that he was. Oh, monologues? Yeah, absolutely, Matt. Mark, rather. Robert Shaw's monologue and Jaws that'll make my list. Classic. And we do montages. Or monologues, rather.
He's messaging. I told them, I'm like, we're live right now.
Are they live right now?
I'll hit you up some other time. Okay. They must be. Our friends at all the good names are taken.
Yeah, they're not usually live on a Sunday. They usually go live on a Friday.
Our boys from Michigan, but they usually hop on though, so that kind of makes sense.
What are they talking about?
He just asked if I wanted to do some trivia because I think probably because of when we did that trivia. You know, remember was that last week's show?
Oh, he always hates me. He didn't send me a message, or did he? Wow, look at him. They both hate me.
Stop. You know,
Okay. You guys know I'm kidding.
I'm usually the backburner guy.
You know I got top
Okay.
crying scenes in horror. Top crying scenes in horror. Laurie standing outside the restaurant in 2018. Ray Wise stabbing the creep in Creepers 2. Matt with Blaine and Predator. That's not
Sheriff
bad
Brackett,
too.
Halloween 2. Rob Zombie's Halloween 2.
Oh God, I mean, Brad Dourif she got an Oscar for that fucking performance.
Sure, animal. Let's see what we got. Number 2, Michael killing Kelly with a shotgun. Come on, that's badass. Just
Oh
driving the
yeah,
shotgun.
that's right.
Halloween 4.
And did you watch what was it? That was a standalone. That was the members only live stream that Darren did, where he was in Mexico and saw Kathleen Kinmont.
Just recently?
So Friday he did all the great names are taken because all these things are blending together. TSL Slaughterland Podcast. Remember Friday he did a members only stream. I didn't catch it live because I was busy at work. I listened to it on the way home from work, and he was on vacation in Mexico, and he saw Kathleen Kinmont of all people in Mexico. Go back and watch the episode. I was just like, he's like, I thought it was her, and he went over and approached her and said, I'm a fan, and it was her. Can you imagine that? Running into Kathleen Kinmont, and like Frank must have been fucking pissed as hell.
Oh, yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Like Frank. Oh God, Frank did that video. That was so funny. He's like holding both hands with her.
Yeah.
I'm glad Frank wanted to go to dinner though. That was cool. That being in town, he wanted to go out. That was cool.
Yeah, it was nice hanging out with him
Or,
and
of course,
his
Sippy.
wife. It was awesome. What was so?
Yes,
Yeah,
yes.
what was your number 2? Mine was Ghost Bob entering the bedroom.
Yeah, Michael over Kelly in H4. Killing
That's
Kelly.
it. Okay, my bad.
We're going to talk like freaking wrestling over Kelly, not like literally over her.
Let's see. Number 2 for Byron is Michael attacking Kelly. And yeah, he's right there with you, Byron.
There you go, Byron. That's the spirit, bud.
Lurch has thrown his number 1 out there. Number 1, Michael's closet scene when he busts through and looks at Laurie. It's one of the most eerie shots in the film. Absolutely. That's why I said I could do a top 20 moments just from the first film without the rest of the movies. I could have did it.
Bill, I love you, bud.
Then I woke up.
What is it about good sex that makes me have to crap?
All right, so I'll throw it out there just because we're already we're 20 minutes in. So my number 1, very anticlimactic, but for me, when I went to this, I was like trying to remember the first time I saw the film and thought about how it affected me. So here I am in 1980 seeing Halloween for the first time, October 31st on Halloween in 1980. So through this whole film, because we didn't know anything about the film, you don't really get a good glimpse of what Myers looks at. He's always in shadow, he's in the background. But the second, right after he kills Linda, and Laurie says, "I'll key if this is a joke," and you see the mask for the first time, that fucking scared the shit out of me.
Up close with the light.
It's right here. It's right here in the corner. Oh, no, the other way. Right down, right below me. That's why I threw it on here. Because you never got it. Because through the whole thing, I remember sitting there with my brother and my cousins, and we're like, "What? We can't make out who this person," because you really didn't make it out at first. You didn't know what it looked like. But that was the first time you got the first up close vision of that mask. Scared the shit out of me.
You imagine if like the Emmett Kelly mask with the sad clown face when he's looking at the phone.
That is a creepy ass mask, but I don't think it would have been as effective as this by no means.
No.
But yeah, that was just that was the first one that popped in my head, like badass moments, because that was the first time I saw the mask, and it just was like we were like, whoa, that's fucking scary.
I figure when he comes to a show, even if you're not the biggest Halloween fan, you should just go up to Tommy Lee Wallace because he created that iconic mask.
Yeah.
Shit. He's the fucking guy.
And he's super nice. I mean, I went up to him, I think, 2 different times I met him. I had him signed poster. One time I just went up there and met him, and he signed like a little card that I have, and I have another one, H3 poster that he signed. And super nice. He's very down to earth, and a lot of these people you got to remember, especially the older ones, hear the same shit over and over again. You try to be clever and talk to them about stuff. So it's a credit to a lot of them that actually talk to you and are generally appreciative. And he's so down to earth, Tommy Lee Wallace. Very cool.
Oh, he is. Yes,
Especially
he
when you
is.
talk about how much, especially when you talk about how much you love H3. He's super appreciative of that because it took 40 years for people to come around to it.
Yeah, it took a long time.
Just so you look up something coming at you.
God, I should have kept this all to 78 because 78 is really what matters, but it didn't happen. I'm sorry. My number one, it's a little bit of a wild card just because I just thought it was. I think it's more.
Drum roll.
I just think Michael with the one surgeon, whatever, in Halloween 6, where he forces his head through that gate and it just steps right over him in the whole fucking thing.
That was A. Michael Lerner and his father, wasn't it? Wasn't that his dad?
Yeah.
I like when he's running. He's like,
I believe that's a reshoot. That's a reshoot.
That's a reshoot. That's right.
Sorry,
Yeah.
I thought that was so fucking. It's more funny, I guess, when it happened, but it was pretty damn cool when it happened.
I could reach out to Rowan Campbell. I think we'd have a much better shot of Michelle Dawson because I know she's been on Matt's channel, Halloween Daily News. I could throw it out there. I'm a jackass because I had Christopher Nelson coming on and I dropped the ball because we got busy with the holidays. I got to get back because he said he would come on. We got to get him. We got to get him and Sean on at the same time. Would be great.
Oh, that would be really, yeah.
Yeah, we got to see if we can work that out. And Lars, yeah, that was my number one. When Michael picks up the phone in 78, that's my number one moment, man, because that was the first time I saw the Myers mask up close as a kid, and it scared the shit out of me.
I should have kept this to just 78. That would have been interesting to see where mine ranked compared to yours.
we probably should have, but I said, just make the whole franchise, invite everybody to the club, not just single everybody out. But I could have did 20 moments in the first movie because it's, it's my favorite of all time.
Travis, have you ever seen The Rookie with Charlie Sheen and Clint Eastwood? I'm wondering if that's a movie you'd like. Watch that movie if you haven't. It's a buddy cop movie.
Top comic relief scenes with villains. Freaking Travis is the best. You got like an AI thing that you just punch in this in that's just giving you all these ideas because it's awesome.
It made me think of it because I always mess with my wife about, I'll be home in 15 minutes, and I tell her 10. Have you ever seen, did you see The Rookie, Pat, a long time ago with Charlie Sheen and Clint Eastwood?
Mm-hmm.
Raul Julia is the villain, and the guys are calling him. He's like, we'll be there in 15. He's like, 10. Hang up.
Yeah, exactly. It was skinnier than George Wilbur because George Wilbur was very svelte at the time. Very buoyant.
That's a cool scene because of the lighting too, because it was those red lights, because it was like through that whatever, I don't know if that's underground or whatever that was, through Smith's Grove.
Oh yeah, in 1990 it was awesome.
Oh, Colin, you've seen it. Okay, cool. Yeah, fun time, The Rookie.
So I gave what was your number one was that scene from H6.
Yeah, he busted that guy through the gate. I just thought that was that door.
And this is something, honestly, people, this is an exercise we could do in 2 months, and it might change. It's just what came to my head right away. Like I knew exactly the first one because I'm thinking badass moments, like shocking moments, like not necessarily kills. Kills fit into it, but we could do a whole badass kills episode because we could just talk Halloween every week and it'd be fun.
We could do lame, the most lame in the Halloween series, the top 10 most lame.
Yeah. So basically, it would be an episode on resurrection. Michael Myers, born October. What the hell was his name? Harold, the annoying guy dressed like John Wayne Gacy.
Wasn't Harold? Wasn't Harold the guy at the beginning of Friday 13th Part 3? That wasn't his name, was it? The guy eating all the food.
Yeah, the husband's name I think was Harold. Yeah,
his name was Harold too.
the
eating the fish food.
One of the inaugural members of No Ma'am.
Drinking the orange juice and putting it back.
Have you watched yet? What is LVOTD? I know you asked Colin, but I'm just curious what it was.
Something of the Dead? No. That's another thing
know.
too, Pat.
Curious.
Haven't we talked about doing Tom Savini's Night of the Living Dead remake? Have we talked about doing that?
Yeah, but we got to make sure Joe's going to be there for that because that's his favorite version. Gene, thanks for hanging out. Heading out. Gene, have a good week.
Good night, Gene. Good seeing you.
Have a good week. Oh, Last Voyage of the Demeter. Gotcha. Yeah, I have to watch it too. You know what they're talking about, like rain for like 3 or 4 days at the end of this week. So I think I'm going to catch up on some movies and a lot of other shit because the weather's in the summertime. It's hard for me to sit in the house and do stuff because it's so nice out. Like that's why I was outside all day. When it's nice out, I want to be outside doing shit.
Yeah, I'm thinking you're gonna probably do some screening. You usually put your screen outside. You said, right?
I was thinking about that. I was like, oh man, I got to break the screen out. For those that don't know, I break a screen, put it up in my backyard, and watch shit. Michael's back. Oh, Michael, that's you. What's up, man? Michael has started the what's the one group? Michael Halloween and Michael Myers.
Oh,
So
okay.
So he's down in you're still in Australia? What time is it down there? It's got to be tomorrow. Well, when will then be now? Soon. Can't believe you didn't have yeah. That's what's tough about these lists, man. Gene, you can just do so many. I love the Firewalk, but I just went to ones that just popped in my head. I didn't want to research it because if I researched it, I would have had 30 moments. And
Yeah, do it off top of your head.
I would just figure, let me just go off the top of my head. And the first one that popped in my head was the scene where he's picking up the phone. Because I just remember seeing that as a kid, like, holy shit, that scared the shit out of me when you saw his mask. So it's 11:38 tomorrow already. Wow. Holy shit. Top 10 chase scenes in horror movies. We didn't do that. I'm writing that down. I like that, James. Thank you. Come on, guys. You're doing a job for us. Top 10 chase scenes. Thank you. And
Chase scenes in horror.
We'll pull back the curtain. We'll pull back the curtain. So, like on a week that's very busy, and I don't get a chance to coordinate with Brett and Joe. I just go by what I wrote in my book. That's how we create the episode.
And it's been happening a bit more because it's been busy, graduations or just summertime. It just happens.
That I remember seeing that when I was just talking about seeing his mask for the first time. When he sits up at the end of 78, I mean, I would love to. There's that version, the sound version of people in the theater. That's on YouTube.
Yeah, that's on YouTube, I think now. Or it pops up. Somebody posts it every once in a while on like Instagram or Facebook.
I remember seeing it on HBO for the first time at that one. I was like, oh, we were like, no, holy shit, he's behind you. Top 10 buddy cop movies.
Oh yeah,
plenty of those. We can do that.
That's pretty much like most of my favorite movies.
Turner and Hooch.
Pat, that's not funny.
Oh, you don't like Turner and Hooch? I love Turner and Hooch. I do.
I think it's because of the outcome of the film, but yeah.
Would love to do that.
I was a K9 man because remember K9 came out around the same time.
Weather here in Ireland is shit for the most part. Do you have sound on loud or wear headphones? I'm sure. No, I'm on 2 acres here, so my backyard, I could have my radio blasting till 4 in the morning, and nobody will complain. So I just have I have it. The projector I have is got Bluetooth, so it projects like one of those Bose speakers, so it's got good sound.
Nice.
Have you done Assault? No, we haven't done Assault on Precinct 13. You have a smoke?
I think we did a watch along. I don't think we
did. We do it? Yeah, we did do a watch along. Did we do it? No, I'm trying to remember. I have to go look. Was it on this podcast or was it on the old one that we did?
I'll look at. Wait, there's no way we did that on the old podcast, Pat.
But I don't even remember doing it on this podcast. I have to look at. I'll look at the database later. I don't remember doing it. To be honest with you. Top uplifting moments in horror. It's supposed to be Dread. Loomis and the Reverend in the car. The shopping scene, and 28 days later come to. You're hunting, ain't you?
You're hunting, ain't you? I saw your name back there in the dust.
Top 10 window gags in horror. Nice. You guys are just giving us some good shit. We're hitting 1 hour 35 minutes, so we're gonna try to accelerate the last 25 minutes because we try to keep this under 2 hours tonight. Yeah, I don't remember doing it, Colin. So I think we have to do that. Good, great movie. Oh God, how about top stupid decisions in horror? That's every movie. I like that.
Jackass in that last Evil Dead movie, that little prick kid fucking around with the book. That's who I'd pick.
Yeah, really. Don't fuck with another man's fries.
You're not kidding. We did not do it.
Yeah, I don't remember doing it. I would have remembered that.
I thought we were doing all the John Carpenter movies though, Pat.
We were. Then we got derailed for something. I don't remember. Something derailed us from the Carpenter train.
How is it? Oh, it's these damn algorithms. You know, it comes up something about Eliza Dushku after we're looking.
Douche. So let's do this. So yeah, if anybody's got any more, keep them in the chat. I'll bring them up. If you're watching this after the fact, throw them in the comments. Let us know what you thought were some badass moments in the Halloween franchise. Not necessarily be Halloween. It could be kills in the film, not necessarily a film. Just anything. Throw it in the chat.
We'll do vampires. Vampires is it's one of my kind of, I don't want to say it's like,
I like that one.
I think it's ranked higher in other Carpenter films for me than others. So do we not do vampires either? Look, I thought we did all these Carpenter ones, Pat.
We got sidetracked, and I don't remember why. But we're gonna do our so what's next on our list here? We'll do a quick movie review. So for those that don't know, we do movie watch-alongs on Tuesday nights, and we're continuing in our Friday the 13th series, and we're doing a movie review tonight because we'll be watching it on Tuesday of Jason X. So let's do a quick movie review. So tonight we're doing a movie review of Jason X. Basically Jason porn in space. Pardon me as I pour a beer from my growler. I will go first because I don't have a lot to say about this film because I can honestly say I could count on one hand, maybe not even all my fingers, how many times I've seen this film. Because if I've seen it 3 times, it's a lot. Just because maybe on Tuesday it'll grow on me. I don't hate it, but it wasn't one of my favorites. It does got a lot of nudity. Everybody's having sex in space, which is a big fan of that. But it's got some cool kills. It's a little weird when Jason turns into Terminator Jason. And then he fights that like robot, like the other girl who's supposed to be like a Terminator type person. But, they have the big showdown where he's fighting with the girl.
All the limbs can be taken off and she's still alive.
So it's got some cool. It's probably got one of the best kills in the whole franchise with the hell is it when he sticks her face in that like nitrogen or whatever the hell it is and just cracks her face. I mean, it's got one of the coolest kills. And he just shatters her face. So shout out to that. That's definitely awesome. But I mean, it's got a nice little cameo.
But the naked chicks in the sleeping bag, right? The robotic.
Yeah, and it's fun. I don't dislike it, but it's just one of the ones I've not reached for to watch all that often. And who's the cameo in the beginning? Is that Cronenberg? Cronenberg is the cameo, right?
Yes, he was the director, James Isaac's idol.
Right.
Film idol.
So you do have that little bit of that. Jason X Lexi. Is that what her name was?
The main chick, yeah.
Yeah. Like I said, I don't know that much about this film. Like I don't know the rest of the films, but it's an enjoyable watch. It's fun. I don't dislike it. But just based on, I honestly, if I've watched it 3 times, it's a lot. I would give it a 5 out of 10. And maybe the score will go up when we rewatch it on Tuesday because I have not watched it in Jesus, years. So I'll give it a 5. Maybe it'll improve. And if after we watch it on Tuesday, maybe I'll say, you know what, my score went up, or it might even go down. We'll see.
It was a product of unfortunately being leaked on the internet. That was like one of the first like
I do remember that. Yep.
it really derailed it. There was a lot of delays with the movie too. It's good to see Kane Hodder came back. Kane Hodder was good. And James Isaac or Jim is it? Yeah, James Isaac. He did pass away. The director of the film, at a pretty young age, he had a wife and a handful of kids. Real sad story on that, but yeah, I'm with you, Pat. It's got a lot of cool kills. I actually like how Jason looks when he becomes like the Terminator Jason. I just think he looks really cool. There's a real badass early McFarlane movie Maniac figure that's pretty expensive still. That I think you've heard Joe and I talk about it. That's what I had Kane Hodder sign. I love that figure. I think it's so damn cool, and it just has a badass machete. Yeah, the kills are great. I'm probably going closer to. I'm going to go just a little bit higher up. I'm going to go 5.5 on this one.
There you go. And honestly, like I said, I don't watch it too much. So, excuse me, it might go up on Tuesday after watching it again. I mean, I do remember there's a lot of skin in it. Big fan.
The female lead who we were just talking about, Lexa, she's a very cute, very attractive woman. So.
He says that saw Jason X on opening weekend. Actually, one of his favorites. Yeah, and that's cool. I tell everybody, look, I would never berate anybody for liking a film that I may not know as well, because I'm not going to say anything about it until I watch it again, because I don't know this film all that well. That's cool as hell. Travis says for him, Jason X is an example of how to completely strip away all the appeal and aesthetic of what makes. Yeah, because it's weird when you throw him in space, you take the whole camp aspect out, and I love the camp aspect. But it's hey, you remember what Carpenter said when he was trying to buy the rights? He was trying to throw Michael in space, albeit I think he was just joking at the time. I hope he was joking.
That or was a cash thing.
There's some good effects. Yeah, it's not good. Can't wait for that when I saw Arrow is doing a Silence of the Lambs 4K box set. Oh, really? Arrow is just like they're on top of their game right now.
Arrow is just awesome.
Because
that Warrior set that they made,
and I get that. I still haven't gotten it. I get kicked myself when Lurch mentioned that it was set for cheap in Barnes & Noble.
Oh, Colin said he had that Jason X figure. I hope he made some money on that, Colin, because that figure, yeah. Good.
So the best kills of the franchise. Face shatter. Yeah. Rotating slide down the giant drill. Spike thing. 6 out of 5. Yeah. That's cool.
Yeah. My brother and sister both like this one a lot.
Yeah. Didn't, when you were talking to your sister, was it this that she said was her favorite in the franchise?
It was up there. I don't recall if it was her favorite, but maybe it was. I don't know. She liked it a lot.
Yeah, I thought so. But yeah, everybody, if you want to keep throwing your ranking, 1 out of 10, 1 through 10, throw it in the chat while we're still live. And for those watching after the fact, hit us in the comments, let us know, and then we'll be watching it Tuesday night, 8 Eastern. We'll be doing our watch along of Jason X. Come while we do our.
It'll be very fun. Very fun.
Yeah, don't be shy. We don't bite hard. Now the next segment. For those that have not been here before, we do what did you watch? I can honestly say I don't think I've watched anything this week. I didn't watch anything, but we'll do our intro and see what everybody else watched. But I didn't watch shit. So we do a quick episode a little segment every week because we're fans of film and television. What did we watch this week? And we usually talk about things we watched. So actually, no, that's not necessarily true. What did I watch this week? I always watch TV shows. They're always on in the background. So of course, the typical ones: All in the Family, King of Queens, Married with Children. There's stuff I've watched, but I can honestly say I don't think I've watched a movie this entire week. Just a really busy week. But that's pretty much all I've watched. Nothing new. Oh, I did. Oh shit! No, the fuck is it? I was telling you last night. I watched it. The one that the low budget one that Nightmare Christie was just in.
You were telling me about it last night.
Yeah. Oh shit! It wasn't. She was in Valentine Bluffs, which was a fan film sequel to My Bloody Valentine, but she was in another one, something like Slaughterhouse High or something like that. Something like that. It's like a high school reunion thing where they all go someplace and they all get killed off. It was on Tubi. And of course, it's low budget, cheesy, but it was nice to see her in it. And she was cute as hell, and it was just a lot of fun. So go support her. But other than that, I don't think I watched anything else.
What have I watched? Yeah, I really kept it easy too, Pat.
Yeah, I just had a busy week. Usually I watch at least 1 or 2 movies, and I just didn't watch shit. I fall asleep early. This work thing's just kicking my ass.
I watched Furiosa again.
Oh. And you liked it?
Oh God, yeah. That goes without saying. I did watch something else though. Police Academy 3. We're going through the Police Academy.
Oh, you watched Halloween Kills last night. You had it on the background when we were chatting.
Oh, fuck yeah, Halloween Kills.
See, I know because you had it on the background. Slash your friend says if you watch Night of the Creeps, both of them have a cop that say people who have been dead don't get up and walk on their own. I never thought of that.
Oh, I was in my group text with my high school friends. We got on a Burbs rant, so I did watch the Burbs when I was working the other night, just because
we have to do
Bruce
a
Dern
Burbs
is the
watch
man.
along.
Bruce Dern is just, oh God, it's so funny.
Oh, no, wrong one. I'm just Lurch watched Nail Gun Massacre. I saw you post that. Nail Gun. Where is that? That sounds so. That's a movie I have to watch. It sounds like fun. In a Violent Nature, which you said was pretty good. I'm hearing a lot of positive things about it, and I think later in the week when it starts to rain, we're going to get about 3 or 4 days of rain here. So maybe I'll drag my son and we'll go watch In a Violent Nature. Pandemonium. Now you talk about Pandemonium, the one from the 80s, or the other one. The one from the 80s is the one with the Smothers brother. What is it? Dick Smothers and Pee Wee Herman's in it, and the hell's the woman's name?
I've never seen that.
The wife who played Rodney Dangerfield's wife in Easy Money. She was in it. It's a low budget comedy film. Actually, if you watch the Slaughtered Lamb when they did their movies of '82, I think it was, and
They
it was
had on there?
I think it was on Frank's list of worst movies. Pandemonium, if I remember correctly. I think it was '82. Let's see who else watched what. Trying to see what everybody's watching. Oh, and Uncle Peckerhead. What the? Oh, Girls' Night Out. What the hell is Uncle Peckerhead?
What the hell is that? Now,
Oh, did you?
Pat,
Yeah, were you with your brother for this?
no, but what's cool, what's really special with my brother about that, he saw them both in the same day, and they're either in his top 5, but they're definitely in his top 10, both of those movies. So how cool is it to see 2 of your favorite movies the same day as they being on the big screen again?
Yeah, both good films. The Crow, amazing, and Star Trek 3 is awesome. I love the first 3 Star Trek movies.
Even 4, I really like 4 because that was like one I remember seeing in the theater as a very young kid with the whales.
The 4 wasn't bad. I mean, the
Fifth
first
sucked.
3. I saw the first 3 Star Trek films in the theater. Maybe that's why it's a little bit more special. That I do remember. Rewatched Thunderdome. Great movie. Love Beyond Thunderdome. Colin, I always look forward to Colin's list. Straight Jacket, Dracula Has Risen from the Grave, Taste the Blood of Dracula, Horror of Dracula, Dracula Prince of Darkness. You were definitely on a Dracula kick this week. Holy shit.
Yeah, you're getting through your Universal Monster stuff there a little bit.
That's coming up too. We're going to do our top. So everybody stick around. We're doing our top 5, not the top 5, our particular top 5 Universal Monster movies, which was not as easy as you think. I was like, shit.
No,
Definitely
but
not.
like how you worded it.
Was it Dick Smothers? It was Dick Smothers, right? Dick Smothers, I know.
Dick
He said-
Smothers.
He said
That's such a great name.
Dick Smothers. Dick Smothers. What? I think I've seen that movie. It's a porn.
That's I always liked the name Rip Torn.
Rip porn. Yeah, exactly.
Did you know your first and last name mean the same?
James, I watched General Hospital. If that counts, really? General Hospital? Hey, not wrong. Saved by the Bell, big fan. Seinfeld, I'm a huge fan. Amazing Spider-Man 2, Spider-Man Far From Home, to name a few. Yeah, Saved by the Bell and Seinfeld, right there with you, man. Oh, I got to do a whole episode on my favorite Saved by the Bell episodes, and been hinting at. I got to find you're a big Seinfeld guy, right, Brett, or no?
Not as much, but I have followed it. Yes.
Yeah, I got to do some Seinfeld, man. Oh, I could talk Seinfeld all day. Bill watched License. I saw you. Yeah, I saw your whole little. He had his little setup with his beer and all the movies he was watching. License to Drive, Killer Workout, or Beside the Detroit Rock City. Nice. Prayer of the Roller Boys.
Archie's come back.
Leatherface. That's good shit.
Wait, Bill, what's his name? The dad from License to Drive is going to be at Flashback. I'm going to get a License to Drive poster signed by that guy. I gotta get that. The guy from The Thing. What's the dad's name? He was in The Thing. The dad from License to Drive. Somebody's going to throw his name out there pretty quick.
I forget his name. I can see him. I'm drawing a blank at his name.
Big bearded man.
You get a kick out of Uncle Peckerhead about a touring band with a flesh-eating monster for a roadie. Where is it? I gotta watch it. Where'd you see it?
Richard Mazer.
It's Richard Mazer. Nice.
There you go, Bill. He's throwing it in there. But dude, that's like the first time you ever saw Heather Graham, too, right? In the cities.
Right. I think so. I can't think of anything else the first time other than that.
I don't take my skates off.
I don't take my skates off. Are we gonna fuck? And don't come at me.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Reynolds says, oh yeah.
Oh yeah. And don't come at me. Yeah.
Then you come to realize she's in high school, right?
Exactly. It's like, yeah, she's definitely underage. She's like the screen version of Tracy Lords.
Oh.
Colin also watched The Day the Earth Stood Still. Great movie. The original. Wow.
Oh yeah, the original.
Yeah, that's a movie I haven't watched. I can't remember.
My father
that.
I watched it with him. He loves it. Wait a minute. Who was it? Was it Lurch talking about that movie that Darren's saying you must watch, that freak show movie, The Coffee Table?
I gotta watch that. Yeah, I see a lot of people posting about that. I gotta watch The Coffee Table. What is it on again? People, let me know.
And I think it's a foreign film, isn't it?
Okay, so the Peckerhead's on Shudder. Okay, I gotta watch it. I gotta carve out some time. You know what? Maybe next week. Maybe I can catch up on shit next week when I'm in Detroit because I'll be in the hotel room at night, so I'll have nothing to do.
But Lurch, that other one's on Shudder we were talking about last week. I think you said to check it out. Hold on here.
John says,
we can keep on talking.
Wish you could schedule your Kiss shows more regularly in the evenings, like Friday. You know what? I've been meaning to get another episode of the Kiss My Past episodes. I have to do a new one. It's been a minute. Just haven't had the time.
What would you call it? Kiss My Past?
Because you know what it is? I call it Kiss My Past because I try to talk about things in Kiss, because for all intents and purposes, Kiss are done. So you really have to talk about things that have happened before. So I talk about like significant moments that I remember seeing, like, Kiss Meets the Phantom, or seeing them for the first time, or them becoming avatars. And I just try to pick different subjects. I would love to do a live episode. I just got to see, if it would generate enough people that would want to hang out and talk Kiss for like an hour. If there's people out there who want to talk Kiss for an hour, just give me a shout, because I'll put together a live episode and do it. Because I could talk Kiss. I could talk Halloween. I could talk Kiss even longer. Take my word for it.
Bill, if they have a picture of Richard Mazer holding all the diapers, like when Corey Haim takes off with the car, when he comes back, he's like, he's all pissed off. Do you remember that part in License to Drive, where he ditches his dad? He's like, can I go take it around the spin? You don't even have a license.
I still cannot believe he's dead. And it's been so long, too.
Yeah, stop motion. Didn't Lurch say to watch stop motion? That's the one I was thinking of. That one's
Let's talk about Seinfeld for now. I could talk about Seinfeld for hours, too.
Now, that's something that I can't do, Pat. I cannot do a top 10 Seinfeld. I can't.
I got to do it. Well, you know what, Bill? If you could do a top 10 Seinfeld, we'll do one together.
That's very romantic.
Oh, hold hands, sing Kumbaya.
I think, see, people that like that movie License to Drive, I think like it for the same reasons. That would be it.
But like I said, before this episode, I was outside doing yard work all day, so I had plenty of beers. So entertain the troops while I go take a leak. I'm sitting there before we go on to our top 5.
Yes, the top 5. Okay, see, so Pat has the control for StreamYard, so I can't exactly go through here. Let's see how far I'd go up here. Talk about Seinfeld. Okay, Travis, you said shoot Should have done a sequel. Licensed driver Alyssa Milano goes to their school's kidnapped. The Corey's team with her dad, John Matrix, to rescue her. Licensed to go commando. Yeah. That's awesome. Yeah, see that picture. Yeah. Uncle Peckerhead is on Tubi and Amazon Prime. I told you wrong. So Uncle Peckerhead's good then, Lurch? I'm going to have to write that down. Okay. Yep. Pat, did you get the original Creatures of the Night vinyl set that came out about a year ago? Okay, looks okay. I'll make sure he answers that, Colin. Once Doom comes in, it becomes okay. Where's my caddy? Real childish humor? Yeah, well, if you've noticed, that's especially me, and that's how Pat are. So we both sometimes, so that works.
All right.
Did you see the question that Colin asked about the
Now I'm empty.
the Creatures of the Night vinyl box?
Box set. I came out about a year ago. No, I don't buy all those box sets because they're really pricey. It's got a lot of cool stuff in it. Nothing that I haven't heard before because a lot of it's on the internet. But
No.
yeah, no, I didn't buy it. A lot of the box sets and a lot of the off the soundboard stuff is cool, which is like they take a bunch of live recordings and they've been putting them out little by little. They haven't done one in a while. Those I've been buying. But the box sets are just so fucking pricey. Like they did one for Destroyer. They did one for Creatures of the Night. They've been doing it for a bunch of the different releases, and it's just like pricey.
Colin, Pat's saving his money to see Kiss and AI.
Yeah, this is like
Would you shut the fuck up?
Dude, seriously, even my wife is going on a rant about that. Like, she wouldn't shut up about it. That's
Oh,
bothering you, right? Like, they're cash cows.
Oh, big time. Pat, they actually remember. Oh yeah, my Warriors vest. Yeah, didn't you see that, Lurch? I got that at Chiller Theater with Brady.
Yeah, Michael Beck, the Swan, main character, arguably, he told Pat and I, well, specifically Pat because he's going to buy it. Yeah, come back after the photo op because he was in charge of all the vests for the cast for their photos. So
If you're a fan of the Warriors, so here's my Warriors vest I bought from Michael Beck, Swan.
now, I think, Jeff's in the chat, and then
Signed by him.
my brother, the champion of AEW, I think it was Swerve, came out with like a Warriors type vest, or maybe it was another wrestler. I
Signed
saw
right
the
here.
post for it.
Right there, signed by Michael Beck.
Yeah, you're just keeping it with him, I think, right?
I don't know. I was toying with the idea of maybe having more people sign it. I don't know. We'll see. Maybe like Deborah Van Valkenburg and maybe
I think I told you I did
David
James
Patrick
Remar for you.
Kelly, James Remard, maybe a couple of the key ones, but not everybody.
I already had him sign 48 hours because that's like the significant one with me with him. Good old
Yeah,
Dan.
we'll definitely do that. I'll keep in. We'll have to do that. Top 10 Seinfeld. I can do that. Awesome. So everybody just hit us in the chat afterwards. Let us know what you watched this week, and we're going to do our top 5 tonight. So our top 5. This is going to be an interesting one. Especially, I was looking forward to hearing Colin's top 5 out of this. And I was hoping Joe would have joined us, but Joe wasn't home yet because Joe is a big Universal Monster guy too. So
This was one that we were trying to. Yeah.
So let's do our top 5. Just reading through the channel. So John says, if it's Kiss, your channel will light up like a Christmas tree. I could talk Kiss every night of the week for months. I can give you topics. Telling you, man, I can talk Kiss all night long. Believe me.
Pat's set. Kiss and Halloween on the channel. He's set.
Yeah, that's why I had to incorporate both. I'm like, I can talk to them all night long, and I don't claim to know everything about either or, but I could just talk about them forever. So let's do this.
You can.
Yeah, but if there's enough interest in people want to do a live stream of just like Kiss chat, man, just hit me up in the comments afterwards or hit me up live. And I had enough interest, I'll definitely do one. I just don't want to sit there and talk to myself.
Right.
Not that I haven't before. Not that I'm not going to talk to myself later, but we'll see from where we go. So, but tonight, our top 5. What the hell is it? Okay. Tonight, we're doing our top 5 Universal monster movies. So this one was not that easy because there's a lot of good ones. I mean, you get. I left. Truth be told, I left off the Abbott and Costello ones.
I didn't because they're part of Universal. Just so you know,
they're part of it, but I was like, we're horror guys. But yeah, I mean, we could do our top 5 Abbott and Costello movies, and that's fine.
There's only one that matters to me, anyways, and you probably know which one, even though they did a few of them with the monsters. So
I was thinking about it. I was like, you know what? I'm going to do it. I'm just going to leave it off and see where we go. So let's see. We're our top 5 Universal monster movies. So my number 5. My number 5, and I just watched it the other night. I know Joe's not here. It's one of his favorites. He collects a lot of it. And I watched that and its sequel back to back last week because there's that Universal Monster Channel on Pluto. My number 5 is Creature from the Black Lagoon from 1954.
wow. Okay.
Good film, like a dread film because and amazing underwater scenes for 1954. I mean, just the way he's swimming and they're chasing after him. A lot of the underwater scenes for that time frame, absolutely amazing.
Yeah, when this subject comes up, a lot of it's with memories with my dad watching these movies because I really don't watch them now. I probably go back to them. I probably should because they're significant. But obviously, like our generation, our Universal monsters are going to be the Freddys, the Jasons, the Michaels, the Chuckies. So it's just kind of funny how that all goes. But number 5, it's Boris Karloff here. Come on, let's talk the original Frankenstein. That's my number 5.
Nice. Very cool.
Yeah.
All right, so let's see what's going on in the chat. There's got to be some good ones out here in the chat. Let's see. Slash your friends, the original Phantom of the Opera from 25, Lon Chaney. The scene with Chrissy on Master the Phantom. True. Amazing. I mean, we could do the top. This is like a top 10 topic. It's tough to pick 5. Travis says, I haven't seen any Stanley, so I'll go with Monster Squad. And if Invisible Man from 2020 counts, yeah, I mean, it's a remake of one, but totally different. Ever Scathed? Bill says, is OG Dracula. He's right there with. Oh, well, you said Frankenstein, rather. Travis is heading out. Thanks for Travis hanging out tonight. Talk to you soon, man. Creatures 3 for him. Invisible Man is number 2.
Take care, Travis.
Yeah, so that's our first 2. So my number 5, Creature from the Black Lagoon, rather, and you have the original original Frankenstein. My number 4. Now this, to me, same thing. I'm talking about effects in Creatures of Creature from the Black Lagoon. All the underwater scenes, how great that was. Now the effects of all the hair growing on the face in the Wolfman, the original Wolfman from 41, amazing. Sweep for Pat and I. Wolfman. I mean, you just look at that, you're like, holy! I mean, how the hell were they doing this at that time?
And I got to tell you,
I mean, Lon Chaney and Lugosi.
Did you see the Del Toro one?
Yes, I did.
I don't think it's that bad.
It's not that bad. I enjoyed it. I thought it was. I mean, the same thing. It falls into the thing where maybe I've seen it 2 or 3 times, but definitely enjoyable.
Yeah, it's not like dreadful, like some people thought. Yep. So Wolfman's a sweep for us. Spot on, like you're saying, with the effects with the hair.
Same thing with Bill. Wolfman number 4.
Look at this. We're getting a sweep here. We're getting the
sweep. Oh, Colin's throwing his 5 out there. Bride of Frankenstein. It's on my list. It's coming up.
It's on my list too. Oh shit! I can see where this is going, Pat.
Yep. Oh, the Raven with Lugosi. Another good one.
Forgot about the Raven. Okay. Yeah.
We could do a whole thing on Poe. We could easily do like a whole Edgar Allan Poe thing. Good stuff. All right.
So I'm thinking of Con Air. Nice work, Poe.
Nice. So my number 3, you mentioned it before, from 31, Karloff, the original Frankenstein. Yeah. That is just classic to me. Just classic. the whole God, why am I forgetting his name? Colin would remember the evil doctor, Frankenstein himself, the doctor is alive. It's just amazing. I mean, it's one of the most iconic things, and the whole scene with him and the little girl, just crazy shit.
Thought you were gonna say Gene Wilder, but that was another one.
Well, I mean, hey, I've done a review on here already, man. That's one of my favorite films. Shout out to Joe, who's not here tonight. His wife, one of her favorite films is Young Frankenstein.
Oh, and you know what? I forgot to bring that up with Matt. Matt probably knows. So that Gene Wilder documentary film is going to be on Netflix in 2 weeks. Did you see that?
Oh, I gotta
The
watch
Life
that.
of Gene Wilder, or whatever. I'm so looking forward to it because it didn't. At least I didn't see it come to any of the theaters around here.
No, I gotta watch that.
So,
see what do we got here? Number 3, Bride of Frankenstein, Wolfman. Bride's always number 1. John says, I would like to see honest remakes of The Giant Behemoth, The Hound of the Baskervilles, and The Satan Bug. Hound of the Baskervilles is awesome. I haven't seen it since I was a kid. Number 4 for Colin, The Black Cat. Another good one I haven't seen and probably since I was a kid.
wow. Yeah.
Nice.
Number 3, I think probably off the whole list for me, this is probably the best made movie, like just from story to the look of it, atmosphere. It is The Bride of Frankenstein. I remember first seeing it, I was like, wow. It's one of the only ones on my list that I've watched a few different times.
Very cool. Absolutely. It's on my list. It's coming. It's a coming. Oh, look at Lurch with the bat. Collins then there with number 3 with the Wolfman. Well, we were off by 1. Well, yeah, you gotta have. I didn't throw White Zombie in there. That was a tough one. That would have been my number 6. White Zombie is an amazing film. Everscape, look at you with number 2 with The Creature from the Black Lagoon.
Mm-hmm.
Dracula's Daughter is another one that was tough to lead. Like I said, we could have did a top 10, top 20 for Christ's sake of this.
Yeah, you could go a bit. It would have been hard for me to do a 10, but maybe I should. I think it's a lesson learned here after everybody chipping in here. I got to go back and watch this stuff. I think that's just.
Remember, we talked about
everybody
designating
chipped in here.
This is good because we talked about doing watch-alongs, like Universal Monster watch-alongs. Because we do on Tuesday nights, we just do horror movies and comedies from time to time, comedies. And we said, we should really go back and revisit the Universal Monster movies. And it's a short watch. They're only usually like an hour and 10 minutes. They're not long films.
Who was I talking
Invisible
to?
Man.
Jeremy. Was it Jeremy at work? I think it was Jeremy. How we were talking about when it comes to the Halloween season, we're gonna at least try to do like 1 and 2 and 4 and 5 like back-to-back watch-alongs just for those maybe. Or you're kind of loosely talking about that.
Yeah, I did see Spinning Gold. For those who don't know, off topic, it's a movie about Neil Bogart, who founded Casablanca Records, who signed Kiss, his first when he broke off from, was it Buddha Records? That was the first band he signed to his label was Kiss. So it's a good movie. It does a lot of cool back shit on Neil Bogart and how he was, but it was just a little weird because they had Kiss in different makeup. And
but you're talking about the movie Crush Groove, which
is a little weird, but I don't, from what I've told, if you watch an interview with the director, who was Neil Bogart's son, he said, well, Kiss was still developing the makeup. Yeah, I just think it was a rights issue, to be honest with you. I'm sure Gene and Paul had their hands out, but off topic. So, Slash Your Friend says, if I had to pick She-Wolf of London because the twist where it is revealed that the girl's aunt is gaslighting her into believing she is a werewolf. She-Wolf of London. I know the movie. I don't think I remember seeing it though. That might be one of the ones I didn't see. We gotta do we did a watch along of Resurrection. We did it last year. Didn't we do all the Halloween movies in order? We did do Resurrection last year.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, well, it's on this channel. We can go back and watch it. We're not big fans of it. We can always do it again around Halloween time. I'm not a problem with it. Remake of Phantom of the what did I say? Remake of Phantom of the Paradise. Wow, that's a strange film. We've brought that up a few times about doing a Young Frankenstein watch along because I know, like I said before, Joe's betrothed is a big fan of it. I'm a big fan of that. I'll do that any day. I'll do a whole Mel Brooks month. I'm sure we'll get thrown off because half of his films are politically incorrect now. So where did we leave off? So my number 3 was Frankenstein from 31. Your number 3 was Bride of Frankenstein, correct?
Correct.
All right. So my number 2 from 1932. The Mummy. Love the original Mummy. Another one that's got for its time frame with those effects. Absolutely amazing. Take that over the Brendan Fraser shit any day.
Actually, I don't mind the Brendan. It's a different type of movie, so I never compare it. I don't mind it. I like the Mummy.
This isn't to say I hate those versions, but I'll take the OG over them.
I think the Tom Cruise one's the one that really sucked, if I remember right.
Well, yeah, it's got Tom Cruise in it, so.
Hey, those Mission movies are badass, dude. Oh, they are. I'm sorry, but anyways.
Oh, did do one Blazing Saddles on 4K? Nice.
Oh, time to whip this out.
Excuse me while I whip this out.
Fan, as you can tell.
Okay, number 2. Yeah, unfortunately, you said you didn't put any of the Abbott Costellos, but Abbott and Costello meet Frankenstein. Oh God, just classic to me. It is, because it's the likenesses. It's the people, right, Pat? It's the same.
Yeah, great. It's just.
I should have asked you when we did this, but
no, that's not the same. I only left off for my personal reasons because I'm like, we could always do like an Abbott Costello thing. So there's no reason to leave it off. That's fine. Because I debated, should I put it on here? Shouldn't I? I'm like, maybe I'll leave it off and we'll just do a separate one on that. But no, there's nothing wrong with that. I remember I watched Abbott Costello like every Sunday with my father. It was always Abbott Costello movies on TV. So that's something we used to watch on Sundays.
Sorry.
So, and of course, my number 1 was already mentioned a few times from 1935. I'm sorry, man. I love me some Bride of Frankenstein. Love that film.
So good, right?
That's one I watch a lot. Look at Bill says the OG Frankenstein. Duh. That was number 3 on my list, but I love Bride of Frankenstein. I don't know, something about that film. Just love it.
Even though it's not Universal, maybe Bill was thinking Mary Shelley's Frankenstein.
Ooh, he'd probably throw something at you right now, which is not a bad. It's not a bad thing.
I don't think I ever saw Mary Shelley's Frankenstein, to be honest with you.
If I've watched it once all the way through, it was it. That's not to say it sucked, just didn't interest me.
It's like The Lawnmower Man. Remember that movie?
Oh God, remember that?
That was just a random movie I threw out there. I'm sorry.
Another movie where like I probably sat through it, but I was like, yeah.
Hey, Jeff Fahey rules, dude.
We did a whole episode on movies you only need to see once, and that those right there are on your list. You just watch them once, you're like, I see it.
Number 1, I think it. You know why I've watched it so many times with my dad, because this was his like nightmare, like when he was a child. The Creature from Black Lagoon. He said that the creature just freaked him out when he was a child. He had nightmares. And it's like, this was my monster when I was a kid. So. And Clint Eastwood was in one of the films, right? I think one of the Creature movies. He had a small little role.
Which one was he in? Because I don't remember. Because I just watched the 2 the other day, and I don't remember seeing him in it, unless I missed them.
There's 3 of them technically, or 4? I think there's 3, right?
Is there 4 of them? Colin would know because I know I just watched the 2 the other day, and I know there's a 3rd one, but beyond that, I'm not sure. Help us out in the chat. Let us know.
Revenge of the Creature, right? I think it's Revenge of the Creature.
The second one is The Creature Walks Among Us. So, and the 3rd one is that one. What's the 4th one?
Yeah, it's the sequel, Revenge of the Creature. He's in.
3. Eric says there's 3. Yep. Clint was also in Tarantula, but I didn't know he was in one of the Creature. Was he in Tarantula? I haven't seen Tarantula. I mean, back when I was a kid, there was never anything to watch on TV. Like on the weekends, they always showed there was always Godzilla movies playing. There was Abbott Costello playing, and there was always like B horror movies like Tarantula playing. It was such a fun time to see stuff.
That
really was.
that was making me think of when we saw Frank when he went to Chiller and he was getting that Kingdom of the Spiders film poster signed by William Shatner. Like
By Shatner, yeah.
I remember my parents saying going to see that. They talk about it all the time, seeing that movie at the drive-in.
It came from outer space. Yeah. It was Carpenter's movie. That's the one that inspired him. That's a movie I haven't seen in a long time.
Yeah, it's rough, right?
That's our top 5 Universal Monster movies, man. Throw some more in the chat if you want. Over here, throw some in the comments below. And yeah, we should do shit, I just had in my head. I'll think about it. I just had like an idea for something I completely forgot. Just lost it. It's been a long day. The only thing I did screw up in, I didn't pick a freaking collectible spotlight. I completely forgot.
Oh shit.
Well, actually, I have something right here that I still have not framed, and I'm going to break that out. So we'll do a quick collectible spotlight. So what we do is we take some from our collection, and we show it and spotlight it, and just talk about it. And then that's it for us tonight. Let's see. Oop, I just hit the wrong button. As I'm sitting here burping, I thought it was, hold on 1 second. Where's the collectible spotlight? There it is.
Oh,
Collectible spotlight. So I have something right here, which I moved it closer to me so I can remember to finally frame it. And it was given to me by my good friend Brett.
Hey, all right. Yeah, I'm gonna have to get one and frame it too. But
explain what this is while I hold it up.
So this is an artist. I should know his name. It's a map of Haddonfield, and they've collaborated. The artist put everything in from the Halloween movie series. So it's got stuff from every single Halloween movie, and it's a map of where the houses are, where the gas stations are. Yeah, it's awesome. What is that? 2436, right, Pat?
Yeah. Man, it's always been sitting back here, and I moved it over here because I measured the other day to make sure that's the size of it, and I'm going to go get a frame because I actually cleared a spot over here. I'm going to take something down and put it up, and I'm like, I keep looking. I'm like, I got to put this thing on the fucking wall.
I think, when you go to a convention, and that was like with us there, he was somebody that I would have been awesome to talk to him a little bit longer. We did talk to him briefly because we just told him how much of a great job he's done with that stuff. Because he did that World of John Carpenter one that I bought for myself and my brother.
Which I could kick myself. I should have bought one too, but I think he only had the 2 left, right?
No, he had 3. He had the floor.
He had 3? Yeah. I should have bought it too. But he shows up at a lot of conventions, so I'm sure I can get one.
Yeah, he'll be around.
But yeah, that was something Brady sent me. Was that Christmas, I believe? Yeah,
Christmas. Not last Christmas before, I think. Yeah.
Yeah. So it's been sitting here for that long. Because my problem is, it's not that I want to hang it up. It's just I'm like, I don't have any space anywhere. So I'm like, I think I've mentioned before, we're going to clear out this whole area down here and redo this area, and then we're going to move my Halloween stuff into the spare room over there. But for now, I'm going to move some stuff around. I'm going to hang it up over there. So
that's going to have
in the fall.
Yes.
I'm going to have a Halloween room, my own room, and this whole area will be different. So we'll see how things pan out in the fall.
I kind of have 2 Halloween rooms. It's called the storage room in this fall.
Well, Brady has a museum. He's got several rooms. He's got the Rocky room. He's got the wrestling room. He's got the Halloween room.
Yeah, there's a couple different areas we can call it, right? Yeah. One for every Chicago sports team. Okay, collectible spotlight. Whose birthday was it yesterday? I think we all know, right? Our good friend. I shouldn't say good. We don't know her. We've met her at conventions. Danielle Harris. This is a shadow box I bought, and I had the mask already signed by her, the clown mask, and I bought the shadow box from somebody on Etsy. So.
Oh, that's really cool.
Yeah, I just love that shot from the Halloween 5 poster. So, yep.
Very cool. I like that. That's nice. Oh, that's his name. Sinatradecta is the artist name. The guy did the poster.
Oh, thank you, Lurch. Yeah,
Who? Bill sent. Well, I sent you a picture of my collectible spotlight. So Bill's got. Hold on a second. Since oh, okay. Hold on a second. I'll bring that up. Oh, wow, that's cool as hell. You can open these up too, aren't you? You son of a bitch, because Bill takes everything out. Hold on a second. So this is oh no. Hold on one second. Since Joe's not here, we'll show what Bill's got. Just in time for Universal Monster Night. Look at that. I love the devil. The devil mask is awesome. I love the devil one.
That's cool.
That's cool as hell. I like that. It's weird. It's like they're like, are they very thin boxes? It almost looks like the.
They look very thin, don't they?
Yeah, it almost looks like at first it almost looked like they were chocolate bars. You know, like you get like a chocolate bunny. He's laughing at me. Am I right?
Good stuff. And he put a black background so you can see him pretty well. Very good, Bill.
Very nice. And
hey Pat, I got another great collectible spotlight. Number 1000 here with this patch for horizontal.
Oh, you have the 1000 one? I didn't know you had the 1000.
Oh, Pat, come on! You know where this. You know whose this is. It's
oh,
dented.
that's for Bill. I thought.
Look at this thing all dented up.
I'll beat the shit. Oh, Bill's gonna take it out of the freaking package anyway.
Save the box, Bill. So it's number 1000. This I probably should have bought more of these, but I don't buy patch. I don't have patches.
I would just I don't do patches on things either too. So I would have done it though. Hold on a second. Lurch said he sent me one too.
What?
Lurch said he sent me one and Lurch is on Instagram. Hold on a second. Let's see what else he's showing here. Lurch sent the photo.
Yeah, Lurch, we got your message about that too. I think, well, as long as we get the head, we're going to try to just get some heads up on that. But yeah, we should talk about that later.
All right, so here's Lurch's. Hold on a second. Let's see.
Yeah, maybe I'll come out for a couple hours, Bill. I can't like do an all night thing, but oh Jesus. Now Bill is singing at his
She's like the wind.
She's like the wind.
You want to tell the whole story about that one?
Well, what's this? I think we were just talking about Patrick Swayze, right? Or am I missing something? I'm sorry.
Yeah, we're talking about Swayze. Actually, he looks. I didn't realize how he looks kind of heavy in that picture. It's a weird picture of him. He was definitely not heavy. He was ripped.
Bill, if you're going to carry that bottle if you're going to have it with you, we can do the trade next Saturday. That sounds like an idea.
What is that? Oh, fine. So you guys meet them next Saturday?
I should try to go hang out. I've just been wanting to hang out with Bill for a while. So, and that's not nearly as far. That's probably, we're talking, that's only like maybe a little more than halfway from where I'm at to where he lives. So, yeah. It's also near one of my favorite pizza places too. So maybe I'll go get food for the family.
Yeah, so Brett never made it on the. Yeah, I guess I didn't. I know guys usually don't go live on Sunday, but I guess they were weird. Unless you were recording something. She's been saying she's like to win stuff all week. I know.
Jeff, did they? No, Jeff. If they said something online, I didn't know if they were live. I just told Blake that we were doing our show.
Yeah, reach out to me. Fine. I'm smart.
Pat, you know you get looked at all the time because you're the guy, you're the man, you're a number one, you're the Duke.
You're the Duke. You're the Duke. Oh, I'm only kidding. I thought maybe because I know that they do a lot of wrestling shit too, so they would never call me because I don't know shit about wrestling.
I just don't think they went. I think they must have been
They might be
recording
taping something. They must be recording something. That's our collectible spotlight for tonight. So we're gonna try to get the hell out of here. Because we were trying to keep it under 2 hours, and it's almost 2.5 hours.
There's the.
But we had so much fun talking about the Halloween stuff. That was, we could have just did a whole episode on that with nothing else. Lord says, love spending Sunday evenings with you guys. I have to return some videotapes. Yeah, we'll get the hell out of here. But everybody, this was awesome. Thanks. Make sure you hit that like button on the way out. If you're not subscribed, consider subscribing. Don't cost nothing. Only thing it costs anything if you want to become a channel member. We have some great channel members here tonight hanging out with us. Do some exclusive stuff. We got about, what is it, like 6 or 7 now? I think we're gonna once we hit 10, we'll do some member only live streams and some other stuff. I'm gonna try to do more to make sure people, if you're gonna subscribe to the channel, you get your money's worth.
Yeah.
So now that things are picking up, we'll do a lot more fun stuff. And do you guys have any ideas? Maybe do some members only like movie nights and stupid shit. We could do members only movie nights where it doesn't have to be live.
Yeah, members only. Maybe we get them on a group message and we vote for the movie and watch it.
Yeah, we can do some.
We watch it.
A lot of cool shit.
We do a poll, right, Pat?
Give them the poll.
Give them the poll.
Lurch said no. Awesome. Lurch, hopefully we'll see you on Tuesday night.
Yeah, Lurch.
Good
Jeff,
night, man. Thanks for hanging out with
joining.
us. Yeah, we're going to call it a night. I don't have any shameless plugs because I didn't prepare them because I was busy doing yard work. But make sure everybody comes back on Tuesday night for our watch along of Jason X.
Yeah.
And keep an eye on the channel for anything else that might pop up. Actually, you'll see last week I did my Why is Halloween So Good episode, and I just finished my Why is Friday the 13th So Good. That'll be out sometime this week. I'm not sure when. So
She's like the wind.
You got that in my head now too. So everybody keep an eye on the channel. Like, subscribe, comment the happy horse shit. And thanks for you guys hanging out tonight. Hit the like button on the way out. And yeah, we'll call it a night. You hang out, Brett. We'll say our goodbyes. And everybody, thanks for hanging out with us for 2.5 hours. And we'll see everybody on Tuesday night.
Good night.